nothing. Yeah, it's real clear now. Yeah, Micah say I'm the dog, but you bark for clout. Tail wagging on live, just running your mouth. I don't know nothing, yeah, that much true. Brain offline every time you hit new. Trying to act slick, but you goofy as hell. Got slogans on loop like a broken spell. Repetitive content, you say it with pride. But bro, no bark, no bite, just hide. You the dog, more like a flea. Jump on trends, then beg for a seat. I don't know nothing. Clearly, bruh, that's your whole brand and your whole shtick, huh? Dog with a mic, but no real sound. Loud online, but quiet when found. Your subs just scroll, your views decay. Whole channel look like a throwaway. Micah in the vids like, look at me cook. But it's burnt ass takes and recycled hooks. Trying to be funny, but it's awkward and dry. That dog act tired, go lay down and cry. You make 10 vids off one small clip, stretch nothing for minutes, man, that ain't it. You say I'm the dog, yeah, mud on a leash. Pacing in circles, praying for peace. I don't know nothing, facts that's deep. Every upload feels like a low effort leap. Clickbait king with no real throne. Live stream talk, but dead when alone. Merch weak, bars weaker. Talk like a beast, but your ego cheaper. Say less, post less, do more, doubt it. Micah, we laugh, now we clowning around it. So keep barking, dog, but this ain't your yard. You bit off more than your weak rep can guard. Next time you stream, say it with your chest. I don't know nothing, yeah, we guessed. Game over. Yeah, we guessed. Yeah. Micah in the vids. New bird, little bird, then you waker. You next time you stream, say it with your chest. I don't know nothing. Yeah, we guessed. Game over. Yeah. You the dog, more like the flea. Jump on trends, then beg for a seat. I don't know nothing. Clearly, bro, that's your whole brand and your whole shtick. Dog with a mic, but no real sound. Loud online, but quiet when found. Your subs just scroll, your views decay. Whole channel look like a throwaway. My God in the live. Look, grind, your grind, and your weak rap. Yeah. Next time you stream, say it with your chest. I don't know nothing. Yeah, we guessed.
Hey y'all, what's up? I'm gonna play a new release that I want you guys to hear. Let me go ahead and get that one real quick. Damn thing is always something. Let me turn this off real quick, okay? So yeah, I want to let you guys hear this other one that we did as well, okay? Hold on, let me find the right one. Hold on, I got to do this first. I got all this shit on here. It's ridiculous. Okay, let's see. I think it's this one. I hope I got the right one. Let's see.
Micah, you soft like your weak little takes. Built a whole channel on rumors and fakes. Talking like you real, but you never outside. Just a dude with a mic and too much pride. You don't pull receipts, you pull lies for views. Cloud chasing rat, trying to be the news. You ain't got facts, you just edit and snitch. Built like a troll with a gossip itch. You a clown with a clip, not a king with a throne. Throwing shade from your crib, but can't stand alone. Always in drama like that's your brand. Micah, real talk, no one's a fan. Every bit the same, just a different name. game. Running your mouth for clicks, that's lame. Trying to act smart, but you take so slow. You ain't woke, just desperate for the album. You expose what ain't nobody shook. You leech off stories like a washed up crook. Boring voice, weak edits, dead flow. Your vids hit YouTube and flatline slow. Receipts, where that title's a joke. Your whole page trash, go delete, go ghost. Talking on folks like you know they biz when your whole personality's mid. Yeah, get a life, get off that screen. You ain't built for this, you just mean. Micah, quit while you still got breath, cause next up low, gonna bury what's left. What's left? Hey, what's left? What's left? Hey, what's left?
All right, y'all. My ass is so damn silly. But anyway, welcome to Shades Tube, guys. Thank you so much for joining, for tuning in tonight. It is May the 22nd, 2025 out here on the West Coast, 11:31 p.m. You guys, happy and blessed Friday to everybody on the East Coast and other coasts. I appreciate you guys coming in here, checking me out. This is Diddy Trial Day 9 recap. Y'all, Kid Cudi said that Diddy was acting like a Marvel supervillain, and everybody in that court was laughing. Okay, in that courtroom was laughing, including me, and I'm not even in it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all, let me go ahead and do this copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area. Part of it is scrolling across the screen right here. And it will be in my comment area once this video is over, okay? All right. So, man. So anyway, guys, don't forget, if you want to show additional support for this channel, you can thumbs up this content if you like this video. Also, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe below and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure you share and leave a comment. And what else? If you want to show additional support to this channel, you can do a super sticker, super chat, or you can copy yourself a membership for $4.99 each month, or you can do a Cash App donation to $ShadesTube. All donations are used to better this channel and to pay for things on this channel, guys. And thank you so much in advance. Again, thank you guys to everybody who got me to 900 and something thousand. What am I talking about? 900,000 plus views. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And thank you again from the bottom of my heart. Yeah, and I forgot how many subscribers I got, like 6,000 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I started these lives, y'all, way back in, let me think. I think in like November or either October of 2022. It started from some bull crap, and I ended up liking, being on the lives and stuff. And here I am almost 3 years later, still doing lives. Okay. And so that's a blessing for sure. All right. So anyway, let me turn my music on in the background because I don't have it on. Let's see. Now, the first rap is the one that I like the most. Okay. The second one was okay. But the first one, I really, truly like that one. I be jamming off of that one. So that's the one you'll probably hear all the time. Okay. Let me put this music on in the background. I think I want to use, let's use this. Yeah, let's use this one right here. Actually, I should have used it. No, let's use some rock. Yeah, let's use this right here in the background. But anyway, I hope you guys had a good day, a good Thursday, and I hope your Friday be just as good or even better. And y'all make sure y'all check out my other videos. I just did a Country Wayne reaction video, so if y'all watch Country Wayne, especially Anthony and Amber, make sure y'all go check that out. Hold on, y'all. And then check out my Dollar Tree hauls, my shorts, my other videos, and my other lives. And soon I'll be back up with another house vlog. So I'll be looking forward to that as well. All right. So anyway, today this is Diddy Trial Day number 9. Let's go ahead and change the banner real quick. Let's see, Diddy Trial Day. Let's change that to 9. It was a lot that happened earlier in court, but not that much. And I think they got out pretty early today. I'm not sure, but I think they did and they won't go back until I believe Tuesday because of the holiday. So we got some time off from talking about Diddy after tonight until next Tuesday. So that's going to be very, very nice. Okay, point blank, because I'm almost like Diddy washed out. But I got to keep you guys abreast of everything that's happening with Diddy. Okay, so let's just start with the Diddy trial updates. Okay, let me go ahead and look at my other screen first. I got all these daggone screens, these things up here, because I got my notes on here and everything. So let me do a recap first, and then we're going to talk about certain things like we did yesterday, and that's the way we're going to play everything. Let me see if I can find it first. Hold on. Let me make sure. Damn, it's like all the way back here because I looked this up so early. Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. And then when this video is about to go off, I have a couple things to address to this creature on the screen right here, okay? And then when this video is about to go off, I'll do it at the end in case some of y'all don't want to hear that mess. Yeah, I do. But okay, so hold on, I almost got it. So today is Thursday. Okay, so today, Thursday, May the 22nd, 2025, the Sean Diddy Combs ex-trafficking and racketeering trial has seen significant developments, you guys, including high-profile testimony. Now, this is a summary of the latest updates, all right? So as we know, Kid Cudi testified about home invasion and car fire. He took the stand today. He testified about a series of, disturbing incidents that happened in late 2011, early 2012, after Diddy found out about Cudi's brief relationship with Cassie. Now, Cudi stated that his Hollywood Hills home was broken into and his dog was locked in a bathroom. He found holiday gifts tampered with, and then weeks later, his Porsche 911 convertible was destroyed by fire in his driveway. Now, the jury was shown photos of a hole cut in the car's roof in I don't know how you pronounce this, Molotov cocktail was found inside. Now, Cudi recounted a meeting he had with Diddy at the Soho house shortly after the car fire. And this is where he said that Diddy looked like a Marvel supervillain or acted like one, okay? When Cudi asked Diddy about his car, Combs allegedly replied, "I don't know what you're talking about," with a very cold stare. Cudi testified he believed Diddy was lying. Cudi also stated that Diddy later apologized for everything when they ran into each other years later. Now, on a cross-examination, Cudi acknowledged that he had left his front door unlocked during the alleged break-in and that no one was ever charged in connection with the car fire, despite DNA being collected. He also confirmed that Cassie had told him about physical abuse from Diddy, but not sexual abuse. So what do you guys think about that? Anyway, George Kaplan's testimony concluded. Diddy's former personal assistant, George Kaplan, concluded his testimony. He had previously detailed cleanup operations after Combs' alleged X marathons and described Diddy being very violent, all right, and Diddy making a lot of threats. Kaplan also testified to picking up various illegal drugs for Combs. Now, the makeup artist testifies. I guess her name is Myla Morales, a makeup artist who worked with both Diddy and Cassie, also testified today. She stated she only saw injuries on Cassie's face once in 2010 during Grammys weekend, after hearing yelling and screaming when Combs stormed into Cassie's hotel room. Morales also described how Diddy insisted on having the final say on Cassie's makeup looks. Now, like I said before, court did end early, earlier today, okay, ahead of its schedule. And they said no further prosecution witnesses were ready. The trial will start again on Tuesday, May the 27th, because of Memorial Day holiday weekend. Now, in essence, today's proceedings continue to bolster the prosecution's case with dramatic testimony from Kid Cudi, tying Diddy to alleged threats and property damage linked to Cassie's relationships. The pattern of alleged control and abuse, along with evidence of drug use, continues to be a central theme presented by the prosecution. All right, so that was a summary, basically, on everything that happened today in court. Okay, hold on, let me see what you guys are saying over here. And I forgot to tell you guys, welcome to everybody in the bushes. Welcome to everybody who watches this in the replay. And over here in the chat, we got Jermaine in the place to be. And like always, Jermaine is always leaving all these messages. He's telling you guys to like, share, and comment, and subscribe. Donate via Super Chat, Super Sticker, or Cash App to $Shades2. And then the memberships are only $4.99. Thank you, Jermaine. Thank you. So you said, so there is no proof, just hearsay, any hunch. Right. I don't recall seeing any real proof. But I'll tell you guys how certain things could be trafficking in a minute. Okay, so hold on for a second. So, do we see any signs of trafficking, coercion, the P word, kidnapping, fraud, or children victims? Okay, so according to my research, it says yes, based on the charges against Sean Diddy Combs in the testimonies presented in the ongoing trial. There are numerous allegations and evidence pointing towards trafficking, coercion, the P word, and elements of fraud. While direct kidnapping charges are part of the broader racketeering conspiracy, the elements of force, threats, and control are central. Now, here is a breakdown of how these signs are appearing in the trial. So you guys listen, okay? And remember, I'm trying not to bite my daggone tongue. Don't forget that. Okay, so I got gum in my mouth trying to block my teeth from doing that until I get to this damn orthodontal doctor or whatever the case is to get my little mouthpiece. So bear with me when I make these bloopers because I'm trying to talk in a certain type of way. So if I say something wrong, it's not because I'm just talking like that on purpose. It's because of this tongue stuff and these teeth of mine. Okay? So anyway, sex trafficking. I didn't mean to say that. Sorry about that, YouTube. In the P word, indictment. So the charges are Diddy is directly charged with trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion and transportation for purposes of the P word. The prosecution alleges he engaged in a criminal enterprise that involved these activities. Freak-offs. The prosecution has presented extensive testimony about freak-offs, described as elaborate and produced performances that Combs allegedly arranged, directed, and often filmed. Witnesses, including Cassie Ventura and male exotic dancers like Sheree Hayes, the Punisher, have testified about these events where people were allegedly paid for acts, often with Combs watching. Transporting individuals. The indictment and testimony suggests that Combs and his associates transported individuals across state lines and internationally for these freak-offs and other commercial acts. Okay, the next one is drug use and compliance. Prosecutors allege that drugs were distributed to victims during these events, in part to keep the victims obedient and compliant. Testimonies from former personal assistants supports the claim of widespread drug use in the subsequent cleanup of hotel rooms. Coercion. Threats and control. A central theme of the prosecution's case is Diddy's alleged use of force, threats of force, and coercion to control victims and employees. Cassie's testimony. Cassie described feeling trapped, physically and emotionally abused, and being coerced into unwanted sexual acts and freak-offs. She also testified about Diddy allegedly threatening to release explicit videos if she did not comply. Cassie's mother, Cassie's mother's testimony, Regina Ventura's account of Diddy allegedly extorting $20,000 and threatening her daughter and Kid Cudi for money if explicit videos were to be released, speaks directly to coercion. Former assistant testimony, David James, George Kaplan, they described Diddy's violent nature, his frequent job threats, and how employees felt compelled to comply with his demands, including facilitating illicit activities. James testified Cassie felt she can't get out of the relationship because Combs oversees so much of my life. Now, psychological manipulation. The expert testimony from Dr. Dawn Hughes, a forensic psychologist, addressed how victims can be psychologically manipulated in abusive relationships, leading to feelings of being trapped and delayed disclosure, which directly supports the prosecution's argument of coercion. Even in consensual situations, even in consensual situations, it can still be some coercion. Okay. Now you got the kidnapping and fraud and racketeering conspiracy. The racketeering conspiracy charge against Combs is broad and includes allegations of trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. While specific instances of physical kidnapping have not been the primary focus of direct testimony so far, the indictment points to such activities as part of the alleged criminal enterprise. The forced labor aspect could also encompass, coercion related to work intertwined with the trafficking allegations, and then fraud implied. While direct fraud charges regarding financial schemes have not been heavily detailed in the recent trial updates, the element of fraud within the trafficking charge and trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion means prosecutors aim to prove that some victims were deceived or tricked into commercial acts. The alleged payments of hush money, the non-disclosure agreements, and efforts to cover up activities also suggest an element of fraud to conceal illegal conduct. Okay, and that's it. As far as children, no one even said anything about kids, period. All right, so I don't know all these people who said that he had kids there and stuff. I don't know about that. But in the civil lawsuits, people are making claims that they were younger when they first got together with Sean Combs. So he haven't went to civil court yet, so we don't know how that will play out. Okay, let's see what else we got here. So it's going over all that. I'm not going to go over the civil case. So as we know, Sean Combs is currently facing serious federal charges, including number 1, racketeering conspiracy, better known as RICO. Okay, this is the broadest charge and alleges that he ran a criminal enterprise that engaged in a pattern of illegal activities. The alleged predicate acts that support this charge include trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, robbery of a witness, obstruction of justice, and the DRUG thing. Now, evidence presented in favor, the prosecution has presented testimony from numerous witnesses: Cassie, her mother, former personal assistants, male exotic dancers, detailing consistent patterns of alleged abuse, control, DRUG, alleged cleanup operations in attempts to suppress information with NDAs, alleged extortion, and so on. Now, Kid Cudi's testimonies about the alleged car fire and home break-in could serve as a predicate act. I think that may be right, it may not be, of arson or intimidation within the RICO framework. The sheer volume and consistencies of the allegations across multiple individuals strengthen the pattern of racketeering activity. That element. Now, challenges for the prosecution. RICO cases can be complex to prove, requiring demonstrating an ongoing enterprise with a common purpose in a pattern of at least two related predicate acts. The defense will argue that these were isolated incidents or consensual acts, not part of a criminal enterprise. Number two, trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. This charge alleges that Combs induced commercial X acts through force, fraud, or coercion. Evidence presented in favor. Cassie's testimony, which describes alleged physical and sexual abuse, being forced into freak-offs and feeling unable to leave the relationship due to Diddy's control and threats, directly supports the force and coercion elements. Testimonies about D use, to ensure compliance in the alleged arrangement of paid extra encounters. Example is Sheree Hayes, who supports the fraud and commercial X Act elements. Challenges for prosecution. The defense's strategy hinges on proving consent, using text messages and other interactions to suggest Cassie and others were willing participants. They will argue that Diddy's behavior, while perhaps morally wrong, did not meet the legal threshold for force, fraud, or coercion. For X trafficking, 3, transportation to engage in the P word. Mann Act violations. This charge relates to transporting individuals across state lines or international borders with the intent that they engage in the P word. Evidence presented in favor. Testimony about travel for freak-offs and other events where commercial X acts allegedly happened, and the alleged payment of people for these acts directly supports this charge. The defense will argue that any travel was consensual and not for the purpose of coerce P word. Prostitution. Okay? Challenges for prosecution. Similar to X trafficking, the defense will focus on consent and the intent behind the transportation. Other potential convictions that could arise from the evidence, either as separate counts or predicate acts for RICO. That's the drug distribution conspiracy. Testimony from former personal assistants about picking up DRUGS for Diddy in large quantities of DRUGS found in the raids could lead to charges related to that distribution or conspiracy. The next one is illegal firearm possession. The discovery of firearms, some with scratched off serial numbers, during the raids could lead to federal firearms charges, especially if Combs is prohibited from owning them. In other words, if he has any prior felony convictions, which would need to be proven by the prosecution. And then you got obstruction of justice, bribery, evidence of NDAs, alleged payments to silence individuals like Kerry Morgan's $30,000 for an NDA, or attempts to cover up evidence could lead to these charges. Overall impression as of May 22nd, 25, the prosecution has presented a strong and consistent narrative from multiple witnesses, painting a picture of a controlled and explorative environment. The testimonies about the DRUG, cleanup operations, and alleged threats like the Kid Cudi incident are particularly damaging for Diddy. Now, the defense main avenue appears to be challenging the credibility of the witnesses and arguing that the alleged activities, while potentially unsavory, were consensual and do not meet the legal definitions of federal crimes like X trafficking or racketeering. Given the scope of the indictment and the evidence presented, a conviction on the racketeering conspiracy charge seems plausible, as the prosecution has laid out a compelling pattern of alleged criminal activity over a long period. The X trafficking and transportation for the P charges will depend heavily on whether the jury believes the force, fraud, or coercion elements were met beyond a reasonable doubt, overriding any claims of consent. So they said it's a federal trial with high stakes, and the jury's interpretation of the evidence and witness credibility will be crucial. All right. So there you go. Thank you, Gemini. Thank you. All right. But anyway, so I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think that Diddy has a strong chance of being convicted of X trafficking? Because according to the research that I just looked up, it's a possibility. Gemini said it's plausible. Like I said yesterday, some things I just don't see, but I'm not a lawyer. But I did see a possibility of maybe extortion because of him, having the mom, Cassie mom, give him I think it was $20,000 if I'm not mistaken, or else some illicit pictures or videos will be shown. So that right there to me may be grounds for extortion right there. And then okay, so they said the fraud thing. Let me see, what did she say about the fraud? I can't remember. Actually, what did he say about the fraud? I have to go back. Now, I don't think Diddy has any prior felony convictions or anything. So he won't probably get no firearm charge. I don't know. So let's see here. Now they're in Gemini is saying that the transportation to engage in the P word could be something that he may get if they can, if they have enough information to prove that. But even when that dude, what's his name, Sheree, the Punisher, even when Sheree was testifying, he said he came there for to do some type of scene, right? That's what he said, some type of scene. He didn't say he came there to have SCX. And then I don't know where Sheree lives, but I thought that he lived in New York. So how would he be charged with X trafficking? Is that what we said? X trafficking, if he did not bring anyone to him that was from a different state or international? Or do we really know if he bought this person there just to have X and be paid for it? Did he tell them on the phone? Did he tell this dude on the phone that he was going to pay him? He's what Cassie said, if I'm not mistaken. I thought Cassie said that she wanted him there for her and her husband to do some type of scene, right? Some type of scene, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't think they discussed money at all at that time. I'm not sure. What do you remember all of that, Jermaine? You said Cudi also detailed a disturbing phone call from Diddy in which the music mogul allegedly said, "I'm over here waiting for you." And that's crazy, man. A statement Cudi interpreted as a vile threat. I'm over here waiting for you. I mean, it just depends. I mean, you could look at that as a threat. It just depends on how Kid Cudi took that. You see what I'm saying? Because like if you are mad at me, right, because I'm with your girlfriend or whatever case is, and I call you up and I say, "I'm over here waiting for you." I mean, how would you take that? So he probably did feel like that was a threat? You said Cudi testified that he believed Diddy was behind both incidents, motivated by jealousy over Cudi's brief relationship with Cassie. Yeah, right. He don't know for sure because he does not have any real proof. This is all what he thinks, what he believes. He does not have any proof. That's why Sean was never charged. Because Kid Cudi don't have any proof that Sean Combs did anything. This is what he thinks. So again, they got to have proof of everything. Just like with this ex-trafficking, I'm trying to figure out how can they get him on this, because I'm thinking about what Sheree said. Hold on, y'all. My allergies. Hold on. Sheree said that, I wish I can go back to that daggone part where Sheree was talking, because Sheree, let me see. Hold on. Let's see exactly what Sheree said. Okay, let's see. Take this off here, right here. Let's see. What did Sheree say? I got to close this out. Hold on, y'all. Let's see what? Wait. Sheree Hayes. Hold on, let me see. I gotta look this up and see, y'all, so I can make sure I get this right, because I forgot it's a lot of stuff. Let's see. It's right here. Let's recap. Let's see. Yeah, he thought listen, that's right. He said he thought he was there to perform a strip tease, okay? And then Cassie told him that her and her husband liked to create a sexy scene. And then she handed him $800. So when, hold on, who called him though? Let me see. He said he first met them at that hotel, at Trump's International Hotel and Tower in New York City. So the thing about it, how can they get him on ex-trafficking regarding this dude right here? Because he was already in New York City. I thought she called him up over the phone. So he was already in New York City. Okay. And then he explained he did not recognize the pair first and thought he was there to perform a strip tease. But Cassie told him that her and her husband liked to create a sexy scene. And then she handed him $800. Okay. So that's kind of tricky right there. But I still say, because some elements have to be met in order for it to be ex-trafficking, right? Okay. So he's not international and he did not cross state lines. And initially they said a strip tease. Okay. That's not X. That's not paying for X for money. All right. But later on, she says she wanted to create a XCC. So what is a XCC? What does that consist of? And then Cassie, not Diddy, Cassie handed him $800. So this is crazy. So if Diddy is charged, wouldn't you think that Cassie would be charged as well? Because she was right there with him. Okay. And somebody, I don't know if it was him, who said that she did not look like she was being coerced or anything. She was looking like she enjoyed everything. I'm not sure. And then this man said he met the pair again 8 to 12 times, and then he eventually recognized both of them. Okay, so the ex-trafficking, unless there are some, when the other witnesses come up, or other ex-workers, and they basically are flown in from another state or another country, and then for the purpose of doing the P word, then that will be ex-trafficking. This dude right here was not flown anywhere. He was already there, I guess. And he was there because he was coming to do a strip tease. A strip tease is different than coming there to have X, okay? I'm guessing. So I guess they will have to have more people up, more ex-workers, exotic dancers, or whatever, to come up and testify, which I'm pretty sure they are. And if one of them say that they were hired to come to have X with them, all right, and he promised to pay them money, then that may be something a little bit more different. And certainly if they have proof. And now this part right here, where Regina Ventura said that Sean threatened her. He threatened to release explicit footage of Cassie unless she paid him $20,000. That seems like that is extortion right there. Okay, it seems like it to me, because you are basically threatening a person, telling them that if you don't give me 20 grand, I'm going to release these pictures. Okay. See, some people on YouTube do the same thing and don't realize they're committing a crime, but yet they want to say you committed a crime when they are committing crimes. See, they don't know Shades to take people to court for real and file real charges. I don't just talk about it. I really don't even talk about it too much on YouTube, but I actually get that shit done for real. So, you know. But anyway, flashback, Jermaine, flashback. Anyway, 20,000. 20,000. So that is, to me, I think that is extortion right there. I don't know. The defense attorneys may tear them up with that and say something else or whatever. Maybe Sean was just playing because he did give it back to her a couple days later. I honestly think he just did it because he was mad because him and Cassie had broke up. Yeah, sometimes dudes do stuff like this. And then he gave that money back to her when him and Cassie get back together. So I just think there was some crazy shit game type things he was playing there. So if his defense attorneys playing like that, it may not be, you never know. It may not be no extortion. So let's see here. And the stuff Kid Cudi is talking about, he certainly got to have proof, okay, for real, for real. You just can't be sitting up here saying somebody did something and you don't have proof, okay? No DNA, no nothing. You don't have any type of proof. It is what it is, okay? You don't have no proof. Let's read y'all stuff. What's up, Tony Bands? What's going on, hon? Happy and blessed Friday to you, and have a good night at work. All right? And don't forget, y'all, if y'all watching me while y'all at work, make sure y'all watch me on the down low or either listen on the down low. And if you're at home, comfortable in your bed, make sure you get you some water, all right, to drink while you watching me. All righty now. You said this attack happened weeks after December 2011 break-in at his Hollywood Hills home, during which Christmas gifts were unwrapped. His dog was found locked in the bathroom. Right. So whoever broke in, remember he left the door unlocked. Didn't hurt the dog. They just unwrapped some gifts. And he thinks Diddy was behind it. It's no proof, okay? It's no proof like you just said, but anything is possible. I mean, like I said, Diddy seems like he's a kind of do funny type shit. You know what I'm saying? Just to, get on people's nerves. He could have done that. I don't know if he did or not, but if you don't have any proof, hey, you can't really say he did. All you can do is say, I think he did it. So, I mean, there's no proof. I mean, it is what it is. No proof. So let's see. Just like when Cassie extorted Diddy and told him to pay 20. Right, she did too. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it seems to me that she did some extortion because she told him to pay $20 million allegedly, or she's going to release the hotel video. In a book too, right? So it's a lot of extortion going on around here. And I'm surprised other people are not charged. Right, I'm surprised a lot of other people are not charged. For real. Because there's a lot of extortion going around right here, okay? A lot, in my opinion. And a lot of paying people for extra acts and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit going on and stuff. Now, Sheree said in an interview that he did not even know that he was going to be on a witness stand. Okay. He didn't even witness anything. I don't think he said I think he said he did not witness any Diddy doing any acts of violence or anything. Yeah, I think he was the one who said that. He said he didn't even know why they called him up on the witness stand. Okay, point blank. That's what he said. I was watching something and he was on it, and that's what he was saying. It's plainly crazy. So Kid Cudi said he was played by Cassie. Let's check this out. No, you wasn't played by Cassie. You played yourself, dude. He said Cassie played him like a fiddle during their 2011 fling. Okay. Let's see what he said about this relationship. So Cudi admitted he felt like he was played by Cassie when she told him things were over with Diddy, only for her to get back with Diddy after they broke up. I don't know why he started talking to her anyway. A lot of times these women do that. That's why I don't know why these stupid ass men get up online talking about people, but be running back and forth, calling them and shit, doing the most. And they do this shit in person too. So I don't know why he hooked up with her, knowing that some women do the same thing, run back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Anyway, Diddy defense attorney Brian Steele asked Cudi, "She played with you?" Cudi said yes, and then Steele followed up, "You had no clue that Cassie was back with Diddy?" And he said, "No clue." He should have known that she was going to get back with Diddy. They was doing it all the entire time. Come on now, Kid Cudi told jurors he dated Cassie for less than a month, and they broke up because of safety concerns and drama. He testified Diddy broke into his home upon finding out he was seeing Cassie, and he also said he knew Sean Combs was violent. Cudi also testified his Porsche was torched by a Molotov cocktail a couple weeks after things ended with Cassie, and he was convinced Diddy had something to do with it. And he says when he confronted Diddy about it, Cassie came into the room, and that's when he found out that they were back together. Damn. Steele asked Kid Cudi if Cassie was living two different lives, and Cudi said yes. And Steele asked if both Cudi and Diddy got played by Cassie, and he responded true. Damn. Cudi even said he was in love with Cassie after a month. Come on now, you sound just like somebody else I know. How the hell you fall in love with somebody in less than a month? Okay, come on now. That's crazy. You said, I think the most damning evidence against Diddy will be KK. This lady right here. She knows where the bodies are buried, if there are any. Okay. Wow. If she's up there, if she be a witness, they could have offered her immunity, and she could be a witness. And if she is, that's going to be a hot ass mess. And they said that Diddy's $400 million net worth is at risk if the government seizes his assets. Okay, let's see what they're saying here real quick. So he used to be a billionaire. Now he's worth 400 million. So let's see here. Hold on, let's see what they're talking about. So they're just speculating, and that's if he's charged with, I guess, a RICO, and then it could probably be seized. So we're not going to read all of this because they're just speculating. That's it. Okay, let's see what else we got here. So Kid Cudi says that he and Diddy was played by Cassie. Okay, and he did not even know that Cassie got back together with Diddy until he went, I think he went over there to Diddy's place or whatever the case is. So then let's read this one right here where he says that Diddy was acting like a Marvel supervillain. And I wonder what was he doing. Let's see what he was doing. Okay, hold on. Yeah, he went back to his house to squash the beef. And that's when he saw Cassie for the last time. That's when he had said to the court that Combs was standing there like a Marvel supervillain. So he was just standing there. Okay. And then everybody in the courtroom started to laugh. All right. Now, they say allegedly the conversation indicated they just misunderstood what the relationship statuses were. However, Diddy and Kid Cudi's alleged rift did not clarify in its entirety. The former allegedly did not take responsibility for the latter's car fire. Years later, they allegedly met up again at the same spot where Combs allegedly apologized for all the bull crap. But that doesn't mean he was talking about no car fire. He could have been talking about that, or he might not have. He could have been talking about anything. He did not say what he was talking about. So there's really no proof still. And I wish we could have saw him standing there like a Marvel super villain, because that would have been a hot ass mess. Anyway, Diddy's defense team started their cross-examination. Defense attorney Brian Steele asked about the burned down Porsche, and Cudi said he didn't have surveillance photos. Why not? But he did say he got pictures from his dog sitter. Steele suggested the DNA of a female came back from the scene. What? A female? So wait a minute. When did that the car got caught on fire? When was it when the car caught on fire? Didn't the car get set on fire after Cassie and Diddy got back together? Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to see when his car got burned. Let's see. Let me see, y'all. Let me check it out. Let me find out what happened. Let's see. When was the car burned down? Let's see. So it was destroyed in January of 2012 in his driveway. So that happened while Cassie was with Kid Cudi and away from Diddy. Okay. Not when they got back together. Okay, cool. So who is the female DNA? I already got it, Jermaine. Thank you. Yeah, Steele suggested the DNA of a female came back from the scene, but the judge sustained an objection. A female DNA, but I mean that doesn't mean that somebody couldn't have hired a female to do it. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, in addition, Kid Cudi reportedly alleged Cassie played him and did not really officially tell him things were over between them. Also, he said that she told him she was abused by Combs, but Cudi said she never alleged extra abuse. Cassie allegedly told Cudi she gave his address to Puff, and the MOTM artist said he and Cassie split because he wanted to give space. So why would she give his address to Puffy Combs? These people are weird, you guys, okay? These people are weird. Why, if she's with him, why would she give him Puffy Cudi's address? Oh, this is so weird. This whole case is weird, guys. It's getting weirder and weirder by the day. Somebody said it looks like Cassie was the one being a player. She knew she was going to get paid. That's why she kept records of everything that happened to her. She knows. Wait a minute, hold on. She's no fool. She knew her payday was coming, and that's why she settled for $30 million with no problem. She knew she would capitalize one day from reckless Diddy's abuse. This is crazy. Hold on, let me take off these glasses real quick and read this shit. Somebody said, do you think it was strange that Tupac and Biggie Smalls were unalive and Suge Knight was put in jail for 29 years and now they are after P. Diddy trying to put him away for life? I can remember when Vice President Dan Quayle got on television and said rap music had to go because it was a threat to national security. The FBI and the Los Angeles police did a good job of letting rappers destroy themselves, but you can bet your ass that they were behind it. Trust me. Somebody say, if I am in fear for my life and I'm being ex-trafficked, I damn sure wouldn't go have an affair with another celeb. This sounds like a bunch of bullshit. I'm going to be perfectly honest, you guys. It really just does. I mean, this girl giving this dude's address out to Diddy. Allegedly, Kid Cudi thinks that Diddy is the one that was behind his burned up car, in his home being broken into and his presence being unwrapped. Just some bullshit, I mean, I don't even know. I mean, this does not even sound like ex-trafficking. It sounds like a domestic violence and just a bunch of bull crap. It really does. Somebody said the feds are on overdrive when it comes to Puffy. So far, I have yet to hear anything that's related to the charges he's been charged for. I'm waiting to hear the racketeering charges and who else is involved in the Sean Combs family of crime. And that's what I'm waiting on, because right now, I just really don't see it. I see maybe a little extortion, but I don't see, and maybe some coercion, but I don't see, or a little fraud maybe, but I don't see all this other stuff. Somebody said, I'm tickled by how everyone is acting like Miss Cassie or Miss Classy is a white lily, and Mr. Combs picked her from the Valley of Virgins. This girl was playing two men. Yes, she was afraid. Plus, she had an older man before she met Combs. She said she dated somebody else who was older. Look, somebody say he also said Cassie lied and made it seem like they were split. The DNA on the car had female DNA, unless Puffy paid a chick to do it, which I doubt. If they had DNA from the car, they should see if it matches Cassie's. But why would Cassie blow up his thing? You know what I'm saying? And she's with him. Unless Sean told her to do it. I mean, that's the only thing I can think. But her and Cudi were together. But she was playing both. So Sean didn't know she broke up. Kid Cudi didn't know she was with Sean. So she could have. You just never know. Okay? Somebody says standing there like a superhero. Now that is some funny shit. Here we have Super Diddy, more slippery than a lubed up titty. Okay. That's crazy. Then I lubed up something else. Okay, let's stop. And that's another thing too. We haven't heard anything where they say he had man-on-man action because a lot of people are calling him bi. See what I'm saying? I don't see it. Somebody says more like a supervillain. After all, he did dress up like the Joker on Halloween, the Diddler Joker. He said a supervillain, right? Somebody said he needs to get off the stand. He's just a big waste. Somebody kid Cudi. It was just a waste of time. Honestly, damn. Somebody said Cassie's not innocent. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. If he's being charged, she should be up there too. I mean, cause damn, she was paying people. I thought maybe Diddy was just giving her money, telling her to go pay. I'm about to recant that right now because now I see that she is just basically paying people as well, like Tissues and Jermaine said when they was telling me that before. And then I can't even get this out of my mind when she told the other man, which I think is, what's that dude's name? I can't remember. That was the one she told our Odie guy, is the one she told our KILLU. And then he right here with KILLU again. That does not sound like a scared ass woman. All right, I'm sorry. You said she might have been framing Diddy, but you know what? Diddy is still not innocent, though, in my opinion. I mean, damn, come on now. Right, she could have been framing him for that car and making it look like he did it. And why did the judge object to the defense attorney saying that? Because if it was some DNA found in this female, that should be brought out in court if you are trying to tie Sean Combs to this kid Cudi's car being blown up. Or either they could have been together doing that. You could have had her doing that or whatever. You just never know. Somebody said, what do this have to do with the allegations of the witnesses and accusers of ex-trafficking and racketeering, conspiracy and crimes? This makes no sense to me. And I'm saying the same thing. I'm like, damn, what is going on here? It's like I'm listening to an escapade. All right, a show, an escapade. It kind of reminds me of that little shit I had going on with this idiot on the screen. All these text messages, all this he say, she say shit. People can't comprehend shit. People doing shit, lying. It's a bunch of foolishness, okay? It's a bunch of foolishness. It really, I mean, for real, I don't see these damn charges at all. I don't see anything being played out regarding these charges. The only thing I see is extortion, maybe. It just depends on if he could have been playing. Sean Diddy Combs like he's a little silly at times. He could have been playing. You got to prove everything, point blank. This is crazy, man. Listen to this. Somebody said, laughing my ass off. I am passing out. And they said his testimony should not be allowed either, right? Somebody called him a one-hit wonder. The thing about it is this right here. Since Cassie and Diddy was getting back together, breaking up, why would Kid Cudi start talking to her in the first place? All right, because they're probably going to get back together. And the thing about it, she probably never really had broken up with him like that anyway. They probably was just mad. And then she hooked up with Kid Cudi, but still was, talking to Sean on text messages and shit and everything else. It's like she was when she first got married. Come on now. That's crazy, y'all. That's crazy as hell. Let me go ahead and go to the other stories. Goodness. So let me just tell y'all, Lil Durk, he got granted a June 2nd court hearing with a $2.7 million bail offer. That's pretty good. So we'll see. I mean, that's a lot, but we will see, how that goes. Okay. Hold on for 1 second, y'all. Hold on, I got the cough. All right, I try not to cough on this daggone thing. Sometimes I can't catch it. So let's see what else going on. I think that's it. Hold on. Yeah, I think that's it with that case today, because they didn't stay, there a long time today. They adjourned early. But this Kid Cudi stuff is a hot ass mess. Okay, point blank. Hold on for 1 second. Let me do this real quick. And I think we wrapped up the case. I hope I didn't miss anything. I think I covered everything. Did I miss anything, Jermaine? Because I don't think I did about this case today. I think I covered every part of it, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Let me go check an update over here real quick. Okay, let me see. Summary of Diddy's trial. Today, let's see. Yeah, so yeah, we basically covered everything that they went over today in court. I'm looking at it right now. I think we got everything. So far, y'all, we done heard from all these people. Okay, we done heard from Danny DeCane, Dawn Richards, right? We done heard from Cassie's mom. What's her name? I can't remember her name right now. We heard from her. We heard from the Punisher. We heard from Kaplan dude. We heard from Cassie herself. We heard from the security guard, now police officers. I mean, all we heard about is a sometimes violent relationship. We read text messages from both of them. They were talking nice at times, then sometimes they were talking extrally. Then sometimes they was mad at each other, just a bunch of foolishness. What else? We heard about Sean Combs allegedly telling Cassie's mom he wants 20 million or he will release some illicit pictures. But then a couple of days later, he gave the money back to her. I mean, was he just playing a game? You see what I'm saying? I think all of this, that right there is just playing a game. I really do. Okay. We heard about Cassie, getting the $30 million all together. 20 from Sean, 10 million from the hotel. You would think when you get that, you're done with the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? We done heard so damn much. And after all this stuff we have heard, honestly, I'm still trying to figure out where the X trafficking is. Because again, when we look up that right there, let me just look it up again. Because I know I ain't tripping. Let me just ask what's the name. Okay. So hold on for a second. Let me tell y'all. I got a new friend. Y'all. Okay, let's see. This is a lot of shit to be reading. Okay, hold on. This damn thing going through a whole book. Okay, I'm not going to read all of this. Okay, I'm just not. But anyway, I'll just tell you though, it is a severe form of human trafficking. Okay, which is essentially modern day slavery. It involves exploiting a person for commercial acts. And honestly, you guys, I don't know if I see this in this case. Yeah, I mean, it says the recruitment, harboring, transportation, provision, obtaining, patronizing, or soliciting of a person for the purpose of a commercial act in which the commercial act is induced by force, fraud, or coercion, or the person induced to perform such act has not attained 18 years of age, regardless if it's force or whatever. So commercial act means any act for which anything of value, money, drugs, housing, gifts, etc., is given to or received by any person. Okay, so the act is what the trafficker does. This covers a wide range of actions, including recruitment, luring, finding, or attracting a person. Harboring means sheltering or concealing a person. And then transportation is moving a person. It can be across state lines, international borders, or within the same city. So he is in the same city, okay? But still, did all the other elements fall into place? for it to be considered ex trafficking. Because it is in the same place. It can be in the same area too, okay? But I didn't hear Sheree say anything about physical assault or threats or anything like that. Or he didn't even say they made any false promises or anything. The only thing that they kind of lied about is the fact that they said he was coming there to do a strip tease, and then they changed it and said, Cassie changed it and said a XCC, and then she handed him $800. Okay, so that's kind of tricky. All this one right here, when you look at the apps, the entire definition of ex trafficking, it could fall into that. It just depends. Just reading this definition right here. But again, like I said, when they got him, they told him that it was going to be for striptease. That's what he said. And then it ended up being, an XCC for her and her husband. And then she handed him $800 to do that XCC. So that may be looked at as ex trafficking. I don't know for sure. Because you can't be in the same state. At first, I thought you could be, if it was a different state, but it could be within the same area. And they did kind of solicit him too, because they called him up or called him over, and they told him that they wanted him to do a, I don't know, that may be tricky, because they said at first a strip tease. A strip tease does not mean that you are getting ready to have X. Okay, you're just gonna strip and that's it. And then of course you get paid for stripping. So it just depends on how that damn defense attorney, do. You know what I'm saying, regarding this, and how they, wording and things like that. Because honestly, you could easily say, like I just said, that Cassie called him up or told him to come here or whatever, and told him that they wanted him to do a strip tease. Okay. But then at that hotel, she changed it and said this, the sexy scene. And then she handed him the $800. So that may be ex trafficking. I don't know. Right. You said all the defense must do is establish is reasonable doubt. And there's plenty. Like what? Give us some examples, Jermaine. All these other elements they did not meet, though. Now that coercion, that's why I say Sean could be charged with coercion, because he was threatening to expose, allegedly he was threatening to expose those illicit pictures, okay? That's like a coercion right there. Just like somebody online here don't realize they did some coercion to me in the same similar way. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, threatening to release pictures and all that type of stuff. Unless you give them stuff, money or whatever, that could be coercion. Either you threaten to harm their family or anything. It's just so much. It's a lot of stuff here underneath this right here. So they got a whole, that's that actual, not extra, that sex trafficking is a lot. It's a lot here. You guys need to read it. This is a lot. They said it's a complex crime. Okay? So it's a lot here. And it's tricky. Okay, so I still don't see a lot of stuff. I don't even know if they can really say that's that. But I mean, it has a few elements of it, but I don't know if it is 100%. That's what I'm trying to say. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So let's see here. I think that's it, y'all, because I think I covered everything. Do y'all have anything else to add to that, Jermaine? Do you have anything to add to this? Do any of y'all have anything else to add to this? Right. I don't think Cassie was held against her will. She could have left anytime she wanted to. It just does not sound like it to me, for real. It don't. It doesn't sound like it to me. I mean, she was able to leave. She was able to go out of the country. I don't see it, you guys. Gosh. And the dancer, like I said, originally he said a strip tease. A strip tease is not X. But then Cassie changed it and said, we want you to do a sexy scene. And then she handed him $800 and he took it. But what constitutes a sexy scene? Listen, a sexy scene could be you just dressing up, acting out sexy poses or sexy stares or looks or dances or whatever. It doesn't necessarily mean sex. Okay? So a good defense attorney would probably say that or something serious. I mean, something similar, because we don't know what an exy scene is. It could be almost anything. You could want somebody to eat and look exy at the same time. That could be a sexy scene. So, I mean, again, it's going to be hard to say. I mean, I don't really, honestly, in all seriousness, I don't know if they really can prove that. Because if they asked this dude, Sheree, if he was hired to have X, I don't even think he said he was. He did. He was hired to do that. Let me see. Let me go ask. Hold on. Damn, this thing always changing my stuff. See what he say. Okay. Let's see here. He just said he said he was hired to create sexy erotic scenes with Cassie Ventura. So what are sexy erotic scenes? Let me look up my phone and see what those are. Let's see, what is this? I'm spelling it wrong. I'm spelling this like this. Hold on. Let's see what that is. I don't even know. Let's see. Well, that could be, somebody said it could be anything. It could be kissing, heavy petting, anything like that. Anything with intense sexual heat. But that doesn't mean it involves X, though. That's what I'm saying. But the key word is with Cassie. And he did say he was hired to create exy erotic scenes with Cassie. So that may fall into the X trafficking. And then he stated that he was paid for these encounters and that Diddy would often watch and give directions during these scenes. He described meeting Cassie and a man he later realized was Diddy for these freak-offs 8 to 12 times. He also said that Cassie would sometimes rinse or sigh at Diddy's suggestions or look to Diddy for consent. for certain activities. So that, with that right there, that sounds like, I hate to say it, it sounds like X, it could be X trafficking. Do you think so, Jermaine? You said porn isn't illegal. If he was hired as a dancer and then more happened, that's two considered adults. But we said here it says that Sheree Hayes, also known as the Punisher, testified in the Diddy trial that he was hired to create exy erotic scenes with Cassie Ventura. So again, of course, this defense attorney can say exy erotic scenes could be just kissing. It could be just heavy panting or him massaging Cassie or anything that ain't involving penetration. Let's put it like that. It could be many different things, but I'm not a lawyer. I don't know if that would still mean the same thing, and he could still be charged with X trafficking. And then he stated that he was paid for these encounters. And Diddy would watch and give directions. So Diddy would tell them what to do. The only thing about this is if did he have any actual proof? Okay, because if there's no actual proof, how can they even prove that this is actually true? And it could be true, but he could be saying it. He could be adding stuff. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is, how would they know without actual physical proof of some sort? Like text messages or videos, because they said they record everything. So I'm pretty sure this may have been recorded. He met up with them 8 to 12 times, right? So one of these probably was recorded. So then that would be the proof right there. But was he originally hired to do a striptease? Because if he was originally hired to do a striptease and then it turned into something more, I don't think you could say that's X trafficking. Because if I come to your, like say if you hire a dancer to come to your house and strip, and that's all, and then just say y'all all get along and something else happened, I don't feel like that is X trafficking, because you didn't know that this extra activity was going to happen. You just hired a dancer to come there and dance. I guess. I do not know. Let me ask. I'm about to go get me a snack. Let's see, was he hired through an agency? I don't know for sure. Let me see first. Hold on. He did not say he was hired through an agency, okay? Instead, the reports described his first contact as being made by someone who called himself Janet and told him to come to Trump Tower. So they did call him. I thought I knew I heard that. He was initially expected to perform a striptease for a group of women. Okay, so when they called him for a striptease for a group of women. But when he got there, he found Cassie alone in a room, and Cassie then explained that they could do a XC scene together. And he was handed, Cassie gave him $800. So the thing is that I don't know for sure because I'm not, like I said, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know for sure. I mean, I don't know if this could be considered ex trafficking, but it probably still could be because the fraud element may be in there. Because Cassie and Diddy knew that they had called him for the extra encounters, but they used fraud, maybe allegedly. They could have used the fraud thing, okay, because they initially told him that he was coming there to do a striptease for some women, okay? So it may still be looked at as ex trafficking because you have that fraud element there, if this is true. Because remember, he did not know he was coming there for some weird stuff like that. He thought he was coming to do a strip thing, okay? And when he got there, he was met. Cassie was there, and then she told him what she wanted him to do, and it wasn't a strip tease anymore. It was an exy scene, erotic scene, and then she handed him the $800. So then, again, it still may be ex trafficking because how everything played, how everything was done, and then the fact that they lied. Okay, so they got him there allegedly under false pretenses, using fraud because they said he was coming to do the strip tease. In reality, he was coming there to do a little bit more. No, I just told you the elements of trafficking. You don't listen. You don't have to. Of course, he could have left. Even if I don't think you have to be there like against your will. Okay, it says right here. Hold on. This is a lot of stuff for ex trafficking. I'm gonna just tell you that straight up. But the only thing about it, I don't see no exploiting him for commercial X acts. Okay, but anyway, it says the recruitment, harboring, transportation, provision, obtaining, patronizing, or soliciting of a person for the purpose of a commercial X act in which the commercial X act is induced by force, fraud, or coercion. The fraud part is where they lied and said that he was coming there to do a strip tease. And the commercial X act is, they say any X act for which anything of value like money, drugs, housing, gifts, etc. is given to any person. Okay. And the act is, including recruitment, finding, luring, or attracting a person. They don't necessarily have to, the harboring is sheltering or concealing a person, right? But you don't have to necessarily be there against your will, I don't think. Because remember, that's why they got that fraud up there, because you can trick somebody into coming to your place to do stuff actually for money as well. Because he did not know he was coming there. At least he acted like he didn't know he was coming there for X. Okay, so here it is right here. Fraud, false promises, period. They just, it wasn't the truth. He didn't come there to do a strip tease. He came there to do some stripping, all right, some stripping, and with Cassie while Diddy was watching. He said he didn't even feel comfortable doing that, with Diddy watching. So like I said, I don't know for sure. It sounds like it could be. I don't know for sure. Yeah, I don't know 100% for sure. But it sounds like it could be. And Gemini said it definitely is. So it is what it is. And he was paid for each one of those encounters too. So if he was there 8 to 12 times, that possibly could be 8 counts of ex trafficking. You just never know. You say this is so weak, it's nonsense. Good luck with that. The whole trial is a clown show. I don't know. I mean, it is a clown show. You got that right, and I don't know for sure if they can say that's ex trafficking or not. But I don't know. It could be though. Okay. As far as Kid Cudi though, I mean, I don't see how he can prove that Diddy. If he has no evidence or anything, I don't see how he can prove that Diddy did it. You know what I'm saying? All he can do is say he thinks. And then you talk about this female DNA. Whose DNA is that? Okay. That's weird by itself. Whose DNA was that? That's crazy. Okay. So anyway, I think that's it with this Diddy wrap up. Again, his trial stuff starts again on Tuesday after the holiday is over and things like that. So we can get a break from hearing about Diddy for a couple of days and stuff. But yeah, today was something else. Sheree Hayes, was something else. The Punisher. Again, I saw an interview where he said he did not even know he was coming to test. He didn't know he was going to be subpoenaed, and he was wondering why. And he was never. He said he was never threatened or anything. He didn't see. I don't think he said he saw Diddy do any violence or anything. He did say that Diddy was directing everything, and he watched everything, and he didn't feel comfortable. But I thought he did say he witnessed something and he didn't come back again. Or am I getting him confused with somebody else? I can't remember. I think he didn't come back again because he said he just felt uncomfortable because, Diddy up there watching like a whole freakazoid. It's very weird. So he didn't come back after the 8th or 12th time. You said, no, you can leave and not. Well, yeah, he could have left. But maybe he wanted to get that money. Remember, he did not ask to come up there to talk. They subpoenaed him. He was shocked that they even put him on trial. He was wondering why. You said, so if I call you to mow my lawn, and when you get there, I tell you I want you to clean the gutters instead. Is that fraud? We're talking about ex trafficking though, extra type stuff. That's what we're talking about. So, I mean, in that case, right, there's a different situation, but we're talking about this ex trafficking. If they purposely if you call me to mow your lawn, and then when I get here, you talk about you want me to clean the gutters, you may have just thought about that when I got there about the gutters. You may have looked up at the gutters and be like, oh yeah, I need that clean too. Can you do it? Okay, that's different. Okay, because you didn't know that you wanted me to clean, your gutters too. That may have just popped up. But as far as Cassie and Diddy, they knew from the start probably that they wanted him there for X. They just pretended like they just wanted him to do a striptease. Okay, so that's something a little bit different because they already knew. So that is fraud. Okay, because they already knew that they wanted him to come there, maybe, okay, for the extra encounters and not a striptease. Okay, so that's totally different. But anyway, I still say this whole case is full of crap, and I still say it's weird, and I still say it seems like more of a domestic violence case, okay, more than anything. Well, she could have. I mean, she did tell him when he got there that she wanted to do a erotic extra scene. Okay, and they put it. Let me tell you something. They're not stupid. They put it that way just in case this day come into light. All right, that's why they said it like that. Yeah, maybe we're gonna say maybe on everything because we can't say we know 100% for sure. Okay, some breaking news. So the Price is Right host, Drew Carey, 66, was caught flirting with young women until 6 a.m. at Vegas Music Festival. Okay. I don't know why they seem like they should be telling us this. Nobody cares. I'm just telling you guys, though. They got pictures and everything, but they are all grown, so it is what it is. I'm pretty sure he's not going to be flirting with some old women. But anyway, it is what it is. So he was having fun. He was partying and flirting with women and just having a good time. All right, so it is what it is. I just wanted to tell you guys because it came up on my phone like he was out there partying with some damn 15-year-olds or something like that. All right. Okay. So this attorney said the feds appear to be making their RICO case. So let's see. I don't know about this. He's talking about testimony by all these witnesses may indeed convince jurors that Diddy was the Al Capone of the lube world. Okay, I don't know about that. Okay. I don't know about that. We'll see. We will see. Yeah, I don't know. I think this case, it could possibly turn into a mistrial or some other. He may get charged with some crimes, but it may not be some of the most severe ones. What do you think, Jermaine? Now, ex trafficking, I forgot how long you can get for that. Let's see. In New York, it's a federal crime, so it is what it is. That right there may be life. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. This damn thing. I always got a whole book. Yeah, it can range from 10 years to life in prison. Okay, by itself. Just depends on how many accounts and how many counts and things like that. The age of the victims. If you kidnapped them or if you did sexual assault, just all types of stuff can go into effect and determine how long you can get if you get charged with ex trafficking. Let's see. You said that's reasonable doubt, sweetheart. A grown man can't be caught flirting. If I were a juror, you talking about Drew? If I were a juror, my mind would already be made up. I know it would be. It's bullshit, right? That's what you would be saying. Yeah, some grown men think they can be caught flirting. Okay, if you're married and you're flirting with other women, you can be caught flirting. Okay, or if you're in a relationship with someone, you can be caught flirting. But as far as Drew, he's not caught because he's grown. Is he single? Okay, so he can do whatever he wants. It's like a grown woman can't be caught flirting if she's single. If she's married, she shouldn't be flirting. Or if she's in a serious relationship, she shouldn't be flirting. But if she's single, she can do whatever she wants to. All right. So anyway, we're gonna wrap up Diddy stuff because we are Diddy'd out and give ourselves a break from his stuff. We've been talking about him for almost 2 hours already. So it is what it is. Next week, of course, I'll be here again to let you guys know each day what happened in that courtroom. All right. So let's get off of Diddy stuff. Thank you, Jermaine, for all of your input. All right. So let's go ahead and take this down. Diddy stuff down. Now let's see what else I want to tell you guys about real quick. Diddy, 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 Diddy. All right. So let's see what else I got here. So let's change the music. Let's change this music and put something else on into space. Okay. One quick thing about Diddy before we leave his topic. The judge did slam Diddy's lawyer for asking Kid Cudi if he actually slept with Cassie. And I don't know why he felt like he needed to ask that question, but he did. All right, point blank. And that judge said, one, the line was crystal clear, and two, the line was crossed. So he just did not appreciate him asking that question, okay? Point blank. And we're not going to go into it. Maybe I'll tell you guys about it on Tuesday. But I just want to let you guys know that. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Besides Diddy. Diddy. So y'all heard about all those prisoners who got out of that, broke out of jail, right? And was on the run. I think they caught a lot of them, if not all. Anyway, let me tell you the story about this jail worker, okay? Who thought he was unclogging the toilets. So let's put breaking news up here, you guys. Breaking news. All right, let's see. Breaking news is in effect. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my vitamin. Let me take my vitamin. Hold on. Wait, I gotta get my water. Hold on, y'all. All right. Damn. So 10 men who broke out of a New Orleans jail last week clogged a toilet to get the water shut off so they could escape through a hole behind it. Now, a lawyer for the maintenance worker who is charged with helping them said Wednesday, the worker, Sterling Williams, did not know about the men's plan and did not allow the inmates to cut a pipe behind the toilet to create an opening for their escape. That's according to his attorney. This is the guy right here, the maintenance worker, I guess. Janitor, or whatever his job profession is called. Let's see. Anyway, the defense attorney laid out a very different narrative than that presented by authorities a day earlier when Williams, 33, was arrested. Authorities have said an inmate instructed Williams to turn off the water to a toilet, leading to one of the largest jailbreaks in recent U.S. history. 5 of the men remain at large as of Wednesday, okay? Anyway, hold on. Let me see what this man's name is. Kennedy told the AP, Associated Press, that after a deputy called Williams to fix a toilet, he found it overflowing. He said this was clearly all part of an orchestrated plan. Williams was nothing more than the tool they used to turn off the water, which they knew would have to happen after clogging the toilet. Now, according to an arrest affidavit that made no mention of a clogged toilet, Williams was initially very evasive and untruthful during an interview, but ultimately told investigators that an inmate had threatened to shank him if he did not turn off the water. Williams could have reported the threat in the escape plan, authorities have said. They asserted that because Williams turned the water off, the inmates were able to successfully make good on their escape. Kennedy said Williams did not report the escape because he was not aware it was happening. The lawyer also addressed authority statements that his client was threatened into helping the escape. He was not aware that there were going to be an escape, Kennedy said. He was not conspiring with them. He had no knowledge that he was being used. Now, a message was left seeking comment from the Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office about Kennedy's remarks. The sheriff said Tuesday that she believes the escape was an inside job. Anyway, Williams told reporters after the tour that certainly more than one person was responsible for the escape, but declined to share further details. So anyway, inmate Antone Macy, who approached Sterling Williams and said he would shank him as he was doing his maintenance work, was just talking to talk and not intimidating the maintenance worker, Kennedy said. I do not believe this, okay? I'm going to let y'all know that straight up. I don't believe this story. If some inmates say, I'm going to shank you, how is that just to talk? You would think that this person is threatening you, right? Anyway, he said everyone seems to have leaped on that, saying he was acting out of fear. No, Kennedy said. Yes, someone said they would shank him. They didn't say it in a particularly threatening manner. They said it more as in a side or a side. Kennedy said the cell with the clogged toilet was for disabled inmates and should never have been in use. No one should have been in this cell to begin with. This cell should have been locked down. It would seem obvious to me that filling up the toilet, clogging the toilet, was a portion of the escapees plan, Kennedy said. They would know that whoever the maintenance person was would have to turn off the water because it was overflowing. Kennedy said he was only able to meet with Williams for about 30 minutes via Zoom. He did not ask Williams whether he had finished unclogging the toilet, whether he turned the water back on, or how long he was inside the cell. Williams did not know the name of the deputy who told him to fix the clogged toilet, Kennedy said. Williams is worried about his safety and his future, his lawyer said. He has been held in a different facility in a separate parish. The most important thing I have learned is that these charges are ridiculous, and the sheriff's office is trying to use him as a scapegoat to minimize their own embarrassment, Kennedy said. He did nothing more than the job they pay him to do, and now they are attempting to sacrifice him for it. Williams is charged with 10 counts of principal to simple escape and 1 count of maleficence in office, whatever that means. Also, Wednesday, authorities arrested 2 people accused of helping some of the escapees. Courtney Harris, 32, of New Orleans, and Corvante Baptist, 38, of Slidell, are each charged with 1 felony count of being an accessory after the fact, according to a Louisiana State Police press release. They were booked into the Plaquemines Parish Detention Center. Online jail records did not indicate whether either woman had a lawyer who could comment on the charges. An initial investigation showed that Harris was in touch by phone with an escapee who is still on the run and transported 2 escapees who still haven't been caught on haven't been caught to multiple locations in New Orleans, the release said. Investigators said Baptist had been in contact by phone and social media with Corey Boyd, who has since been recaptured, and helped him get food while he was hiding. All right, so 5 more are still out there somewhere. And I know this is not the daggone video of it. Let me see. Let's see if this is the video. Oh no, this is showing you. But anyway, it does sound like they had some help from the inside. I hate to say that. It really does. And if an inmate says he's going to shank me, I'm not going to think that this inmate is playing, okay, or just talking to be talking. I'm going to think he's serious. So I don't know exactly what happened, but I really do believe it was an inside job as well. Right, at one time. That's crazy. And I just hope this dude is not guilty, okay, of helping them. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what else I got. Okay, I was going to wait to tell you guys this story tomorrow, and I guess I will, of this little nasty-ass woman. I'll tell you guys that tomorrow. Let's see what else I got here. I think that's it, you guys. I thought I had something else. I'm just trying to check to make sure. Yeah, I think that's it. A lot of stuff that I thought I had here. Hold on. This is some fuckery Friday news where I can't tell you guys this yet. Yeah, I think that's it for the night, though, with all this stuff right here, okay? I really do. Yeah, I think that's all of the breaking news that I wanted to tell you guys about for tonight, because all this other stuff I'll tell you guys for fuckery Friday. I got some crazy little stories to tell y'all later on tonight and stuff when we do that. All right? So, let me take this down. Let me ask Jermaine. Jermaine, you think I should do it or not? Yay or nay? Just say yay or nay. Let's take the breaking news down and let's put this up in case Jermaine say, yeah, do it. Okay? The PSA. The PSA. I left this for last. Before we get out of here or not. Jermaine, what you think? Let's see what he says. He said, go ahead. All right. Thank you, Jermaine. Oh, no. Something is wrong with me, you guys. And why is this so big? I did not change this. I don't know what the hell StreamYard be doing. Let me see what they did. Hold on. Let me check to see real quick, y'all. Let's see. Style. It should be on this right here. We changing this shit. You can change it like this. You can change it like this. You can change it like this. Or you can change it like this. All right, so we're going to leave it like this. All right. Okay. So I want to address a few statements that were made, which I find to be quite funny. All right. And I'm going to be very professional about it. And we won't be on here long because I've already been on here almost 2 hours. It's 1:19. Okay, so just a couple of minutes. Okay, but I do want to address some crazy ass statements. First thing first. You guys ever had someone that you used to talk to, you know, and eventually you stop talking to them, you know, you get into an altercation, a verbal altercation, and, you know, things were said by each of you guys, and, you know, you just went through a lot of stuff, then you ended up getting back together, then you break up, then you get back together, you break up, stuff like that, and then eventually you come to the terms that it just won't work out. Most normal people let it go, right? They don't keep on bringing stuff up, stalking, being obsessive with people, and just being damn annoying. You don't do that, right? Normal people don't do that. All right. So this dude is still doing this, and I'm like asking myself, what the heck is wrong with this guy? I'm asking myself, what is wrong with him for real? Because I'm sitting here, at work or wherever I'm at, minding my business, and then someone calls me up and say, this dude is at it again. And I'm like, really? I mean, damn. I mean, do he really want me to go file some type of charges or some type of lawsuit? Because it's just plain ridiculous. I mean, if I'm not doing nothing to you, if I'm not making videos or saying anything to you, why, would this person continue to be messing with me? I mean, bringing up stuff all the way from 2022. It's like, damn, can he not get over things? It's crazy. Because listen, guys, why would a person be so butthurt over something if they also did things and if they actually started it? Okay. It's crazy. Why would you do stuff and then when somebody retaliate back, you are crying like a little baby? That is crazy. If you get up on your channel and you put a video up and talk about me and you with some ugly ass, trampy ass, drug infested ass chick, and you're talking about me like I'm a piece of trash, and then you think I'm not going to defend myself, and then you get butt hurt because I defend myself, I think something is wrong with you if you do this. Because if you can be big and bad enough to mess with someone, you should be big and bad enough to take whatever they bring. Listen, when you get into an argument with Shades Tube, hun, there's no filter. I don't give a damn about nothing, okay, that you're talking about, especially if it's a serious argument like me and this dude had. I mean, for him to be up on his channel bringing up old ass shit from almost 3 years ago is plainly crazy to me. This dude was up on his channel today with my video, with my live up from way back in 2022, talking about, let me show you how important she is. Going to look at how many views, how many thumbs up I got and comments up I had on some damn lives I did when I first started doing lives, and I didn't have the comment section on. I turned it off, or the thumbs up stuff. He's too stupid to realize you can turn all of that off. Okay? Because like when I did these other videos, I was threatening to turn off my comments, and Jermaine told me not to, just leave it open because YouTube likes seeing that. Well, back in the day, I used to turn my stuff off because I didn't want to hear people's comments, especially when I was going back and forth, arguing with this dude. I didn't need nobody's advice because the stuff that we was going through was personal in the first place, and it should have never been brought to the internet. The only thing I said is you can pull up to Brooklyn and but you couldn't pull up to Cali to see the person who helped you through your struggles and things like that. That's what I said, something similar to that. And this dude got all whole hurt and got up there and did a whole video with this fucking sleazy ass chick, talking about me. And I don't mess with nobody on YouTube, you guys. Back then, I truly did. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't beefing with people, didn't know what trolls were or anything. I wasn't even in the sector or anything. And I'm not in the sector now, but I didn't know anything about these sectors and things like that because I basically stayed on another side of YouTube. You understand what I'm saying? I wasn't in this side where people beef and be tripping out and doing the most. I didn't watch those type of YouTubers, okay? Until I met this weirdo, But I just don't understand why he constantly messes with me and I'm not doing anything to him. Yeah, we did this little crazy little thing, but we did this because of what he did. He put that depiction of me up with the woman with her wedding ring on, like I'm hurt over that, and I don't like that. and the rap song is to him. You know what I'm saying? It's for him because everything that rapper said in there is true. Okay, point blank. I mean, you're going around here stalking people, harassing people, especially me, and it just doesn't even make any sense. I don't mess with this dude, you guys. I don't troll him. I don't go on his page as other people. If I go over there, I go as myself. And the only time I go over there is when someone calls me up and he's doing the most, talking about me. And then I go over there and try to ask him, what's up? Because you can easily call me if you have a problem. Why are you up on your channel still talking about stuff 16 years ago? Is he that hurt over that stuff? And the thing is, if he would have never been messing with me, I would have never said anything about him online. When I first met him, he did something similar. And I did not realize this is his true character because I didn't know him like that. And I got on him then and stopped talking to him. I was in the supermarket. I was in State Bros when he went on his channel then and talked about something dealing with women, because I told him I don't talk to people for their money. I be looking at other things like their teeth, their hands, their hair, their nails, and things like that, skin and stuff like that. And he went up there and did a whole live on me saying that I don't talk to men for their money. And so I didn't like it. Then he did some other stuff on a live or something, I can't remember. And I didn't like it. And I had went off in the store on him then. But I didn't realize this is what this dude does, because the same thing he did back in July or August of 2022 is the same thing he did again in October. And he created all of that. He created the whole entire thing, lying to me about the money and lying to me in general. And then he wants to get up here and do videos and put up all these old videos like he is the victim. He is not a victim of anything, And then he sat up there and said something about the tongue thing, because we were talking on the phone when I was just getting up out of the bed, I believe, or whatever. And yeah, my tongue was white, but it was white because I had drunk any water or anything. That's stupid. And then I was joking around with him, telling him that I'm glad I met him because he's teaching me how to clean my tongue correctly. Did he actually think that I was being for real? This dude can't even realize when someone is just trying to make you feel good, make you think you have done something. In reality, you didn't do shit, nigga. I know how to clean my damn tongue. Are you crazy? You didn't do anything. Listen, I know about medical stuff, okay? Trust me, I really do. So therefore, I don't need your dumb ass to tell me anything medical related, all right? I know why my tongue was white. You need to worry about why your toenails was black and falling off. Okay, you need to worry about that and worry about all the other health conditions that you have going on. You don't need to worry about my tongue back in 2022. I didn't ask you to kiss me or anything else, period. And for you to get up on YouTube and bring all that stupid shit up, it shows the type of person you are. You are a piece of crap, dude. Okay, and you're just showing me this every single time someone calls me up and tell me that you are over there talking foolishness about me again for the 1 billionth time. And eventually, once I get through with this house and everything else I'm doing, you're going to find out what Shay's Tube is going to do. And it won't be like last time. I'm going to warn you with that one. Because see, when I say something, I'm not just talking. I'm about that action. And you do know that, considering how many restraining orders I filed on you. Then he gets up there and it's like he's trying to tell. And what I'm trying to figure out is, who are you telling? And what are they going to do about it? You're not going to do anything and no one else is. All right? So you're wasting your breath. Okay, keyboard warrior. All right? You say you the dog, just like that rapper said, you are a mutt on a leash. And that's on everything. All right? That's exactly what you are. You up here doing the most when I'm not even messing with you. The only reason why I'm responding to you now is because of what you said today. Been on the damn live for 5 hours, off and on, talking about Shay's Tube. Something is wrong with you, dude. Something is clearly wrong with you. Are you that hurt that Shay's Tube hurt your feelings? And then y'all, he gets up here talking about she's married. I don't know what they do in Cali, but I got morals. You got morals, nigga? But you sit up here harassing a woman, calling her names, doing the most, but you got morals. You got morals, nigga, but you are the one who was trying to talk to me. I said, call me after you were trying to talk to me. Okay? You were trying to talk in a email message. I'm not up with that. I'm like, just give me a call. And the reason why I did not answer the phone is because I was damn busy, dummy. What are you talking about? I was working. I'm not sitting there just waiting for you to call. I was trying to be nice when I said call me. That doesn't mean I'm sitting there waiting for you to call. I'm doing whatever I got to do. And you know this because I was like that the whole entire time we talked. That's crazy. Then this dude say that was part of the setup. The setup with whom? Because let me say this again, nigga, I don't know Ratchet. I don't know Terrain either. I met all of these people through you. The only way that I know Ratchet is through YouTube when he was doing the Dolph stuff. That's it. Period. Everything else I know of Ratchet is through you, from you. Period. So what are you talking about? Huh? Don't even put my name in the midst of that shit you're talking about because no one sees me talking about none of that shit you are talking about. Okay? That's on everything. No one sees me doing that. I don't sit over here and talk about Ratchet or anybody in that sector or from that sector. All right? Period. You are the one that lurks and shit watching people. I don't give a damn what these people do. But I don't give a damn what you do. I just wish you would keep my name out of your mouth. Because I'm trying to figure out why. If you don't know me, the dog. If you don't know me, the dog or the kid, you shouldn't still be talking about me. That's weird as hell. You're too old. And then he say, she don't know how to clean her mouth. She's older than me. Let me tell you something, honey. It looks like you don't know how to clean your mouth, baby, because my teeth are fine. All right? I go to the dentist every 6 months. When was the last time you seen the dentist? Every day, you guys. Me and this dude used to talk 24/7. Okay? All the daggone time. Me getting up, getting ready, going to work, getting off of work, taking my clothes off, putting them on. Him doing the same thing every single day. So you're damn right that he may see me, my tongue being white, if I'm just getting up in the morning or I didn't drink a lot of water or anything. Because we're talking on the phone all the damn time. Even I used to fall asleep on the phone. He did too. Because we used to talk so damn much. But he want to get up here and show messages. I'm not even going to stoop to that level again. I showed y'all everything I need to show anyway. I wouldn't dare show messages again. Especially, I got new messages. Okay? Forget the old shit. I got new messages. But I'm not going to show them. Because that was like way back in 2022. And I was really teed off at this dude. I'm not teed off at him now. I think something is wrong with him. I pretty much know he is. It is, And then he said, I disclosed this information with Negro. Maybe you should have thought of that when you were up here on your channel talking about me. Okay? Then he said something about playing a video where I said that he was talking about my kids. Guys, it's so long ago, I don't even remember. And he was like, he wasn't talking about my kids and things like that. You did talk about my kids. You said my son was a dirty cop. Okay? You say things and you don't remember them. Okay? You say things and you don't remember them. You need to clean that brain out because clearly that weed and that alcohol is fucking it up. All right? Because you be saying stuff and you don't even remember what you said. But I know one thing, it's getting crazy. It's giving out crazy vibes for you to be sitting over there talking about a woman you don't know. That's what you claim for 3-4 hours. 5 hours, y'all, 6, 7 hours off and on. You can't tell me this is not an act of a crazy ass man or a man that is obsessed in stalkish type behavior. Okay. And contrary to what you think, here in Cali, they do take stalking very serious. Okay. And that's what you're doing. And I got so much proof that's what you do. So much proof. And I definitely got other people getting that proof because I can't sit here and watch you. I mean that on everything. I cannot bear to listen to that annoying ass voice of yours and that weird woman type laugh that you do. I just can't. I can't do it. And that bullshit sounds ridiculous. Okay, it doesn't even sound that good the way I did it. It sounds ridiculous. I can't listen to that. Okay, and while you are trying to talk about my page back in 2022, like you were getting so many views and likes, boy, you need to stop. Point blank, you need to stop because your shit wasn't doing that great at all. All right, and the only reason why you got the little views you got is because you were talking about Ratchet and you were beefing with him, even though he wasn't beefing back with you. That's crazy by itself. Okay, that's the only reason why you got those little views you got, and they weren't even high. Baby, I know you don't be looking at my views now. They go up and down. All right, yeah, and I definitely get comments and thumbs up. You want to talk about that, but when I look at your recent videos, you got 2 thumbs up and been on for 20 hours. Okay, so what are you talking about? You got 100 views and you've been on for 9 hours, babe. You got, matter of fact, let me just go to your page since you like to do that to me all the time. So let me go to your page and look. You're probably still on right now. And if you're not, I can't believe it because that's crazy, y'all. Damn, you clearly don't got a life, dude. Where's your woman? Because then your ass stay online more than anybody on YouTube. Let's see here. This Negro is still online, you guys. Look at this. Somebody named Shawty Low. Shawty Low. Shawty Low. Thank you so much, babe. You said, dude, what is your problem? Why are you always coming for women? I tell you what his problem is. His ass is G-A-Y. Okay? Because, damn, he has a female complex or something. That's why he always coming for women with his weird ass. Shawty Low. Let me see who Shawty Low is. Let's see. Shawty Low. Who you are? Okay. But anyway, I guess he was still over here talking about us women. Probably me. I don't know. Let's see. Talking about Ratchet, right? This boy is weird, you guys. Let's see what this dude is talking about right here. Hold on, let me see. I can't even tell what this shit what's going on right here, but I know one damn thing. This dude can't talk about nobody's channel when he got 2 people watching and he's been on for about 8 hours and got 4 thumbs up. Let me tell you something. When you be on for 8 hours, you should have over 1,000 views, okay? And your damn show should have more than 4 thumbs up. 4 of those thumbs up is K Marie, probably this little mama chick, 254 and DJ Q. That's those 4 thumbs up. Okay, let's keep it real. And then any other thumbs up probably is Terrain and just people, random people like that, man. Because I can't see it. I just can't see it. He's sitting up here talking, and I'm the second person watching, so we're gonna take myself off of here. He got 50,000 pages with different, no more than 4 people watching. Okay, and 3 people watching. But he want to talk about my channel. Okay, let's look at some more of these videos. Okay, so you got 4 people watching right now. He was on for 1 hour and 40 minutes on one video. These are current videos, 41 views. He was on for 11 hours and only got 91 views. But you want to talk about my channel? Okay, 8 hours, almost 9 hours. He had 96 views, 94 views, 11 hours. But you want to talk about my channel? And let me just look at this video because I want to get him a view. 4 thumbs up. Boy, if you don't stop, okay, for real. if you don't stop trying to talk about people's YouTube channel when your ass don't have a channel hitting on any damn thing, and that's on everything. All right, you can't talk about nobody's channel, no one's. Okay, you're not monetized. You're not making any damn type of money. You're on videos all damn day and night doing the same content. Ratchet, Beef, Rainwater, Mo3, Shades Tube, Teray Hicks. Who else? What's the Duke Pharaoh? The same shit over and over every single day. Nothing new. Queen 88, just the same people. You don't have content. You don't have no real content. You just don't have no real content. You don't have anything really to talk about. I told you, I challenged you before to do a real video. Do real content. Do something different. And keep Shades Tube name out your mouth. If you can just do that, one solid day, I would be so happy. One solid day, but you can't because you are obsessed with Shades Tube. I mean, I'm not talking about you every single day. Damn, come on now. Let's see here. Let's go to Shades Tube. You're jealous. That's what's wrong with you. See, I never claimed to have 1,000 views, okay, or anything like that. But occasionally, Shades Tube have higher views, okay? Let's look at some of the higher views. So I was on for an hour, got 241 views. Now, granted, these are not still high views, so I don't even know why he plays these games, all right? Because it's still not high views. But the thing is that they still higher than his. He can be on for 20 hours and get 90 views. 24 hours, and he would have 100 views. I was on for 2 hours and had 173, 1 hour, 241, 3 hours, 480, 1 hour, 337, 1 hour, 171, 1 hour and 25 minutes, 485, 4 hours, 520, 1 hour, 962, 3 hours, 251, 3 hours, 154, 1 hour, 945, 2 hours, 189. Okay, I got 9 thumbs up, 8 thumbs up, 11, 19, 11, 10, 10, 10, 14, 17, 11, 11, 6, 8, 15, 11, 8, 8, 7, 7, 5, 6, 7. I still got many more thumbs up than you. Okay, and you got 50,000 damn channels and you still just don't have more. Okay, point blank. And I only do one channel. Okay, one channel. Okay, I got 232 for 3 hours, 198 for 2 hours. And again, these are still not high views, but it's still higher than his. All right, period. And don't even let me go to these shorts. Okay, I got 1,000 views right here, and this video was only on for 50 minutes. Okay. 350 for 1 hour and 47, 393 for 2 hours. But you want to sit up and talk about somebody's views? 457 views for 2 hours, 293 for 2 hours, 1,400 for 2 hours. Let's see. See, those high videos right there supersedes all your fucking 100 views. Okay, that's all. That's why I'm reading all the highest one. 2 hours, 454. Okay. 594 views, 1 hour. See, but you want to get over there. You want to show just the low views. You don't look at the high views to try to make it seem like your channel is all that. 667 views for 1 hour and 51 minutes. But see, I'm not you. So I think it's good that my views go up. You know what I'm saying? But I be striving for more because honestly, I want to get the thousands of views. Okay. Okay. I got 190 views for 1 hour, 283 for 3 hours. Okay. So 263 for 2 hours. And then you go to the shorts. I'm not posting other people's content. Okay. Always remember that. It may be like very rare that I'll use somebody else's content. I'm using my own content. You post other people's clips. I don't. And so I got, let's go to the highest one. This 854, this 845 views, this is my content. No one else's, okay? $542 Dollar Tree hauls, $295, 1,000 views, 1,000 plus views, 1,000 plus views for my dancing video, another 1,000 plus views for a hat, 851 for a haul, 1,500 for me dancing, 1,700 for me doing a haul, 1,800 for me dancing, 1,300 for me dancing, almost 1,000 for a shopping haul, 300 and something, 2,100 for a shopping haul, 1,200 for me dancing, 919 for me dancing again. So I mean, in 1,000 for another video, 1,200 for another video, 450, 487, 3,000 plus views, 1,800 plus, 2,000 plus, just a lot of different numbers over here, you guys. A lot. He wanted to sit over here and brag about his number. 18,000 for this little cute girl right here. 1,700, 15,000, 151,000 views, 18,800, 4,300 views, 489, 440, 519. These are my videos, 463. But you want to sit up here and brag about your channel, but yet I never brag about anything because I'm trying to strive with higher views than this. Okay, these are good, but I'm trying to get bigger views. You know what I'm saying? Then I got my regular videos. These video views right here fluctuate down and up all the damn time. These reaction videos. The highest views over here I got are 100 and something for a reaction video for Country Wayne, which is good. 325, 222. But mind you, I was only on for 22 minutes, 32 minutes. 103 for this vlog thing I did. 107, 206, 180, 210, 178, 296, 327, 325, 514, 358, 424. Just numbers like that. 364, 530, 521, 516, 351. But you want to sit over here and harper on videos from way back. Well, that was an old video you just put up. I don't even understand why you put it up. 442 from 2023 and 2022. That's crazy. And then you say I sat up here and talked about your mental shit. Listen, dude, I don't need to talk about your mental shit. It's showing. Every time you sit up there and do a damn video for 20 hours and you're talking about Shades Tube or giving out signals that only Shades Tube and what they mean. Okay? You be doing weird shit, dude. You be doing weird shit. You are on a whole weird ass vibe level. Just a psychotic, delusional, crazy ass level. Especially when you're trying to insinuate that me meeting you was staged. Are you slow? Nobody told me to talk to you, dude. Okay? No one for the 100th time. But I'm not going to keep on trying to convince you. You can think whatever you want to. I know the truth. God knows the truth. And you're going to pay for every lie you have been telling on sharing. You're going to pay for that. Mark my words. You are going to pay for every lie you have told. Okay? On your channel about Shades Tube. Shades Tube would never be part of a crime. Okay? Concerning you or anybody else, okay? Shades Tube would never be working with anyone on damn YouTube. I am not your stupid ass, all right? And that's on everything, period. I don't know these people. I am not you, nigga. I don't be sitting up on YouTube because I'm lonely as shit looking for friends off of YouTube. I have people I know in person, okay? And I have a life, all right? A life. Okay, I don't have to stay on YouTube all damn day. I barely can get on here at nighttime. That's why I be on here so damn late. Because I do everything I got to do throughout the day. And then I come and do a live. Okay, I'm not you. I'm not sitting up on YouTube for 60 hours. I was on this video long, but I was talking about real shit. I just started talking about you the last almost 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? So I've been talking about you right now for almost 30 or 40 minutes. All right, it won't be no hour and 20 minutes. All right, dude, it won't be. You are a disgusting ass so-called man. You're not a man. You're not a man at all. You're a little kid. You are a boy. because grown men do not sit up on their channel and talk about women, calling them bitches and stuff like that. But before you was calling them bitches, you were trying to get with them. All right. The only bitch is you. That's the bitch. And that's on everything. You act like a bitch and you are a bitch. You talk about stupid shit and you drag stuff on and on and on and you blow things out of proportion all the time. And you definitely don't comprehend well at all. And you definitely don't be knowing shit that you claim. You know, you be so far off that it's almost laughable, especially in regards to me. You don't know what the hell you be talking about. Okay, weirdo ass dude. You don't be doing shit. You be saying stuff, it don't even be damn true. Just make up shit. It doesn't even make any sense. And Shorty Low, whoever that is, they did a good thing when they came over to your channel, because something is clearly wrong with any man that is always attacking women. But this woman right here can take up for herself. You know, nigga, I can handle you any day of the week, and you know that for sure. See, I'm being nice right now because, you know, my channel is different than back in 2022. But if it was still like that, you know, I didn't give a damn, you know, you would get cussed completely out. And that's on everything. You know, I'm trying not to do it. But I'll call you up on the phone. You know that. We get all this online stuff. I'll call your ass up on the phone and tell your ass off. You know that's the truth. Period. And you're gonna listen or you're gonna read those messages. Okay, you're gonna do that. Because you ain't nothing. You ain't nothing but a little like I've always said, an F-boy. And you say you hate it when I said this, but that's what you are. An F-boy. You know it's true. An F-boy. That's you. All right? As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to make another rap called F-boy. That's you, dude. Okay? And when you stop, when you leave me alone, is when I'll stop playing these intros, and this hideous person right here will be off my screen. All right? Period. Period. All right? When you stop. Because, listen, I like to fight fire with fire, except sometimes I go overboard and use something a little bit more powerful. You know, not a regular fire, but like an inferno or, you know, something like that. You know, I go, you know, full blast. And I would really hate to go full blast on you. You know what I'm saying? I really would hate to do that because I hate, you know, for you to go back inside the big house if you catch my drift. You know what I'm saying? Because, see, I don't play like you play or like other YouTubers play. You know, I play with a vengeance. You know what I'm saying? That's how I play. It won't be no more messages put up over here. It won't be me putting your material up on my channel or me cussing and going crazy like back in 2022, 23, and all the other damn times I used to do that. It won't be that. But it will be something even more powerful than you could ever imagine. And I mean that on everything. And I don't care what Jermaine says. I don't care what nobody says. Okay? Including any of my family members. I'm going to hit your ass with a vengeance. And that's on everything. You can mark that word. Okay? Leave me alone, dude. Leave me alone. Because I don't want your ass. All right? I do not want you. I don't like you. I don't want you. I'm not joking. You said right over there tonight and said something about, oh man, that's why, you know, sometimes I really need to listen to his videos instead of listening to hearsay, because you said something like the moral thing. I was saying something about that and I stopped talking about it, where you said that you got morals, I'm married, and you made it sound like I'm mad that you have morals and don't want to talk to me because I'm married. Let me tell you this so you can hear this very clearly. Baby, I'm not mad because you're not talking to me. I'm actually happy about it. Because if I was that into you, baby, I would have filed that divorce paper when you kept asking me 1 billion times. Okay? When you offered to do it, I declined that offer. When you said that you would go with me to do it when we meet, when you come out here, I said, no, you don't have to. So the thing is, Stop acting like I'm mad that our stuff ended because I'm still married and you're not going to fool around with a married woman. Dude, I have turned you down so many times. I have turned you down in many different ways, actually, because I am still legally married and you know this. All right. And if you had morals, my guy, if you had morals, you wouldn't have been asking me certain things or talking to me certain ways. As a matter of fact, when I told you initially that I was married but legally separated, you would have said, just like a bunch of people have said, dudes, when I tell them that, oh no, I can't talk to you because you're still legally married. Okay? That's what you would have said, but you didn't say that at all. Okay? You just said, because I said I was going to get that divorce by my paperwork by, I think July or somewhere around that time, I can't remember. And you said make sure it's done or you can't finish talking to me, but you stayed around. I didn't beg you to stay around. I didn't force you to. I didn't coerce you to or bribe you or anything. Okay? That's why some people don't like to get involved with people who are separated, because sometimes they don't do stuff when they say they are going to do it for whatever reason. So you should have never talked to me, Mr. Morals. And if you had morals, you would not be on your page lying, knowing you lying. You know you're lying and talking about me after I helped you. Okay? You talking about what Ratchet did. How about you tell everybody what I did for you? Okay? How I set up on the phone with you, helping you when you was at your darkest moment. I didn't have to do that. That videos and stuff that I sent you those to make you laugh. Okay? Even when I was getting out the shower, baby, I had been taking that years ago. You didn't know that. You thought I did it that day. The one with my hair standing up on my head. That's an old picture, babe. Okay? It wasn't even for you at first. You know, honestly, let me just tell you something. See, you think you know me so much, but you don't. That picture with my hair standing up on top of my head was for the person who does that soccer team with me. I was trying to make him laugh because he was making jokes, okay? And I said, okay, let me show you what I'm looking like right now. Get out this, when I got through getting my hair washed. And we were laughing about that picture. And I even put it up on my Facebook page. Dumb. And so you thought you was doing something. You weren't doing anything but making yourself look stupid, thinking something was all for you when in reality it wasn't. I sent you that picture to make you laugh because you was in your deepest, darkest time. All right? And for you to go up on social media and do all these things is plainly appalling. And I do not like you. And I'm actually getting to the point where I hate you. And I mean that on everything. Okay? Because what you're doing is uncalled for. I never stole any of your money. I never used any of your credit cards that you gave me without authorization. I never begged for anything from you. You voluntarily gave me stuff. You are the one who said you would help me. You, not me. You are the one who brought the money into the whole thing. I told you I don't talk to dudes because of their money. I talk to dudes based on, their appearance, how they act, and things like that. That's what I said. Okay? And the money thing comes after I make sure that I like you and you like me. You are the one who was rushing everything, not me. You were the one talking about you want to get married and didn't even know me. Okay? And then you laugh on your channel talking about you was joking. No, you wasn't. You want people to think that now because you're trying to play like you're this big man when you're not. I remember our conversations, okay? I remember the long days and nights on the damn phone with you, baby. We just talked on the phone not too long ago for like 7 hours. Did you tell everybody that? I didn't have to do that. See, you're scared to tell people the truth on social media. I'm grown. I do what the fuck I want to. You understand what I'm saying? Okay? So yeah, you talk to me all those hours, but you want to get back up here and you want to act like you're scared of me. I'm trying to unalive you and everything else. You're nothing but a liar. And guess what, baby? One thing you didn't know, I got proof. Somebody in particular knows, a couple of people knows that you and I were talking for hours on the phone. You think you're slick? You ain't met slick yet until you met shades too. All right, all this shit you've been saying, you have been completely wrong, baby. You didn't know what you were talking about. I don't have anything to do with Ratchet. T-shit was just what it was. Okay, just like I told you it was. All right, point blank. You don't like it? I don't give a fuck. Okay, I don't give a fuck. All right? It is what it is. You did stuff, I did stuff. All right? Point blank. You did stuff that you should have done, and I did stuff I should have done. Okay, we both told stuff we should have done. Point blank. You're grown, I'm grown. Get over it, man. You said I be de-escalating, demasculating you or whatever. You demasculate yourself for stooping to this role of acting like a little male bitch. Okay, that's you. You're doing that yourself, not me. All right. You're right. I did try. I really did. You know, and for this jackass dude to get up on his channel doing the most, painting me in a picture as I'm some type of witch, I'm this bitch, a witch, a bitch. You know, I'm plotting with Ratchet and Terrain Hicks and everybody else. Is plainly ridiculous. See, what's wrong with him is he listen to people and they are listen to one person in particular because nobody else knows me. He doesn't know me either, but he knows little things. And this person is just basically manipulating this stupid ass dude. Okay, they're manipulating each other. All right, because they are friends. I don't care what he tell you guys. Okay, I know what I'm talking about, and y'all can believe him if y'all want to. I don't give two shits, but I know what I'm talking about. All right, but you guys will see in the end anyway. Like always, I remember telling people this back in 2022, and what happened in 2023. Okay, so it is what it is. You will see. Other people already know. He can't be trusted. Okay, he cannot be trusted. I tried to be cordial with this dude from January, February to March. Okay. I tried to be nice, even when he randomly called me and wanted to go through everything over the phone. I listened to all that shit he was talking about for 7 hours, man. Okay. I listened to it right on Christmas Day. I'll never forget that. And it started from there. Since you want to go run your damn mouth on YouTube. Then he got up on his channel sometime in March. Listen to that dude tell him some stuff, and he go attacking again. You are an idiot. You are a fool, a FOOL. And one day you are going to realize how much a fool you are. You are a fool, dude. You really are. I mean, for real. I will never help you ever again, financially, mentally, none of that, emotionally, in any type of manner. I'll never help you again in any way because you are not to be trusted. You are a conniving, two-faced, lying, manipulative piece of shit man. You are one of the worst men I have ever known in my life. And that's on everything. It is not because of your background, okay? It's because of your manipulative ways and how much you lie and deceit, okay? You're full of deceit. You lie. I don't know what the hell is wrong with you. I really don't. It's like you get off on me responding to you this way. And I believe you do. I believe you do. And that's exactly why you sit over there on your channel talking about Shades Tube all damn night. Versus if you got a problem with Shades Tube, you should have fucking called me. Like you always do. Okay? You can go over there and tell K. Marie and all these other people all these lies. But see, if any one of them ever called me for real, not on this channel, dude, I would tell them everything. All right? And that's on everything. Yeah, that's why he puts me on backstage whenever I go on his channel to get on his panel. As soon as I start talking, he's not scared that I'm about to cuss because I wasn't going to cuss the last time either. He's afraid that I'm going to reveal stuff so his ass can look like the simp he is. Okay? That's what he's scared of. But he didn't realize something. I wasn't ever going to reveal anything. I was just going to ask him, why is he continuing to talk about me all the time on his channel when I'm not doing anything to him? That's it. Let me see what happened right here. Who did I send this to? Oh, I sent this to the wrong person myself. Okay. Okay, these people, I don't even know why they putting this shit on my thing. They take this shit off my thing. I don't give a damn about this. Well, anyway, hold on, y'all. I be checking messages. Messages be coming up. I'll probably have to check it. This is old right here. Oh, let me see if I can do this real quick. I may be able to do it. Let me do this real quick. Let's be doing stuff while I'm on the live. All right. Let me email this link to myself. I don't know. But anyway, like I said, check your inbox. See, he can't do 50 things at the same time. I can. My ass is very versatile. That's why my group was named Versatile. It probably would have got changed eventually because that was a weird name for a group, but it is what it is, you guys. Let me go to my spam folder and see if that message is over there because I have blocked these damn people. Hold on, let me check this real quick to see if it's over there in spam. Probably in spam. Let's see. But I'm so sick of this guy, y'all. I told you it was over here in spam because these people right here be making me mad. I'm going to unblock this sender right now, but eventually I'm going to block them right back. I sure did. But yeah, I'm just sick of him. And, you know, Jermaine, I'm really because it's like every single day, you know, damn, you be thinking he's not going to talk about you no more, and he be right back up there again. Shay's too. Shay, Sharon. And then he says my whole name. But if you get up here and say his whole name, then he gets mad. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. He will do stuff right, and then you do it back. Then he want to go on his page and start all that damn whining and crying and all that shit. Let's see. It's been months later. Let's see if they'll do it. Actually, I shouldn't have did it. But these people right here is a... This damn thing freezing up and shit. This may be a sign. It may be a sign, y'all. Sign. But yeah, I'm just tired of him and his shit. I'm really it's really just getting, you know, I'm gonna leave this address on him though. It's really, you know, getting annoying. Every damn day, the same old shit all the damn time. You think you're gonna have a peaceful day? This dude, you know, is not saying anything about you. Then all of a sudden, he going damn again, running his damn mouth, talking about some damn shit that's 50 years old. This is not correct. But where they get this damn figure from? I am self-employed, okay? I don't damn know. Let's see. Let me see. What is this time for? I need to look at my other. Let me multiply this real quick, y'all. I told you I be doing 50,000 things at one time. Y'all just don't know. And he think I got time to be fooling around with his bullshit. He think I really got time enough. Okay, he really think I got time enough to be plotting with YouTubers. And y'all know something. He knows good and damn well that I'm not online. Oh, this twice a month. You know, damn, what are these people talking about? I get paid every damn week. Let's just say every 2 weeks. I really get paid every week. Let's do it weekly. I don't even know. Let's see. Most recent. What is this day? Today is the 23rd. So I got paid last time on this day. Second to last pay. Let's see. I guess it would have been this day right here, if that's right. And then this one right here, but you know they be asking some damn questions. But anyway, yeah, I forgot what I was just saying. Damn, doing 2 things at the same time, you guys. It's like, you know, but you know, I gotta do shit. I can't be giving y'all my account. So we're gonna just leave this shit like this. We're gonna just leave this shit like this, man. I don't be giving nobody my account information. Heck no. Hold on, y'all, for a second. Let me just finish filling this shit out. Not that, honey. Y'all got me effed up. Let me take it down, down, down. Oh, so I forgot to check this. Damn. Hold on, let me check this. But anyway, like I just said, y'all, it's just so tiresome. Every single day, this dude is so annoying. I don't know what his problem is. Crazy as hell or what? I don't know. I think he really need to go get some damn mental help for real, because clearly, whoever he's talking to, either he's not being truthful, or either they just as crazy as he is. Okay, because I mean, I guarantee you, if I had a doctor, these damn people too goddamn going nosy. Let's see whether I would. Yeah, these people too damn nosy, y'all. Hold on, where's my account information at? Let me check some real quick. I don't like giving people my account number. They know. Listen, they be knowing that you be using not the right bank account. Hold on, let me do this. Is this the right phone? This is my other phone. Verify your income. That's not the right. I can put the new one on here, but I got to get it. Okay, see, what is my No. I gotta go to the right bank. Wait, let me go back. Hold on, y'all. Just hold on real quick. It said click here. Okay, I got that bank on there. Hold on. Let me see. I gotta make sure I push the right bank. My ass don't never know my codes. Let's see. I got to make sure I'm using the right thing. Hold on, y'all. Text message. Send code. Let's see what they say here. These damn glasses is messing up my eyes, or it is this damn computer. Let me see if I'm using I think I used the wrong damn account. Let's see. Stupid ass application. Let's see. I gotta tell them. I think I got to tell them what account to use. I think I used the wrong account, but we'll see in a minute. I definitely tried Jermaine. That's why y'all got he put that shit up there talking about somebody need to be careful with a depiction of me. He writes, you do need to be careful with people like him, because I really seriously don't be doing anything to people. Period. Why do y'all think me and my soon-to-be ex are still friends and everything is cordial and we are doing good even though I want a divorce? Huh? Because I don't be doing anything to people, but I don't be taking no mess. I'm gonna tell y'all that straight up. So I'm not gonna stand for some dude to be sitting here doing the most and think I'm not going to defend myself. That's crazy. I can't be all these other people he messes with, because again, like I said, there's a lot of stuff I helped him with. Listen to all that shit he was telling me about, just a lot of stuff, and it's just unnecessary what he does. And then I guess he think, I don't know, I guess he think he's gonna make me get off of YouTube, or he's gonna make my day be sad, or he's gonna make me be sad. You're not gonna do any of this. What you're gonna do is make me really dislike you. That's what you're gonna do. You're not gonna make me sad. You're not gonna make my day bad. You're not gonna get me off of YouTube or anything. I've been on YouTube since 2015. Do you think that this dude is going to, make me leave YouTube because he's up here putting up lies? You're just going to make yourself get in trouble. All right. That's what you're going to make yourself get in trouble. And I'm not talking about with no damn YouTube. Okay. Please. I'm talking about real trouble. All right. Because, you know, there are laws against harassment and stalking. All right. Point blank. I mean, damn, shades tube all damn day, y'all. Shades tube. This damn thing taking forever, man. All damn day and night. Shades tube. I mean, all damn night and day. I'm sick of that shit. Because, you know, you want to get on YouTube without seeing his face pop up or somebody telling you, oh, he's over there talking about you again, Shay. He's over there saying this about you, Shay. He got your YouTube channel up, Shay. He's saying your whole name up there, Shay. This, that. It's just plainly ridiculous. So again, I'm the dog. I'm asking you to leave me alone. All right. You claim we don't know each other. You claim you don't know nothing. You claim you think I'm trying to unalive you, do crimes, poison you, with food ordered through Uber Eats. Okay. Paid for with my credit card, and I'm trying to poison you. So that's what you claimed the other day. You also claim that I'm working with Ratchet and all these other people that I don't know anything about. Okay, so since I'm all these things, then just leave me alone. Okay, because I don't know what you think you're going to accomplish by continuously talking about me all the day on time. I don't know what you think you're going to accomplish, because you're not going to accomplish anything. Not a damn thing, but making me dislike you further and further and further, and forcing me to do what I need to do to stop you from doing these things. If you value your YouTube page, you definitely better act like it, because whatever I do is going to supersede this shit, which you can do through YouTube, and you can best believe that for sure. Okay, and while you're sitting over here trying to make slide. Whatever you call it, slide remarks. Boy, look in the mirror and look at yourself before you try to talk about anybody or anything. Look at your teeth, look at your toes, look at you, yourself as a whole, before you try to talk about anybody, baby. As a matter of fact, we got a depiction right here. You like to do depiction. Okay, so take a look at your own self, baby. This is not him, because I wouldn't put a picture of him. It's just a depiction, just like he did of me. But take a look at yourself in the mirror, and when you look in that mirror, search deep inside your soul, baby, because something is wrong with you. All right, and I mean, and you know what? I'm not even trying to be funny. Something is clearly wrong with you to be stalking and being obsessed over a woman that you claim that you do not know. Okay, and you can't be in a relationship with, because I'm still legally married. So if that's the case, then leave me alone, because I'm gonna tell you straight up, you're acting like you are hurt. Okay, because why would you continuously be talking about me? Child, no, I'm not doing all that. Okay, so back to the block list you go. Okay, so why would you be doing that? Okay, it's getting to be crazy and psychotic. All right, point blank. So again, I'm asking you to leave me alone. Stop mentioning me. You say you're done, so be done and leave me alone. And I'm definitely done with you. And I won't have to talk about you or anything else. All right, point blank. But let me let you know, as long as you continue to harass me from time to time, I am going to respond back. Okay, in many different ways, until I get the chance to do that ultimate respond back. Okay, and that one right there, you're going to be pissed. I'm going to tell you that straight up. All right, so with that being said, I think I covered everything. Let me check some real quick, and then we are getting ready to get out of here. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Let me check some real quick. These people still liking them comments that I be writing. Hold on, y'all. Wait till I tell you what I just did. You are going to laugh, Jermaine. You're going to be laughing. Thank you so much, Jermaine. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. And while I wait, let me tell everybody, thank you for tuning in tonight. Thanks to everybody in the bushes, everybody watching this in the replay. Thanks to, let's see, Jermaine for being over here like always. Tony Bands for being here like always. And thanks to everybody, okay? And that's going to be it. Y'all know I'm going to get off of here with that song again. The first one, because the second one is okay. Then again, I should play the second one. I'll probably play both. I'll do both. Just for his trip that ass trying to talk about somebody's damn tongue from 3 years ago when this damn whole entire face and feet be looking a hot ass mess in them damn lips. Boy, people got a whole lot of nerve for real on YouTube. Be looking a hot ass mess and don't got shit going on for themselves. Nothing. Just be doing the damn most, man. But anyway, let me get my ass out of here, guys. And I'll see y'all tomorrow for Effery with today, later on today, for Effery Friday. Okay, we got a lot of Effery news. And hopefully I don't have to, well, it's Fuckery Friday. So if you want to play, I can play with them. All right? All right. So let me go ahead and put this up here. Don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content, you guys. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe below and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. And share and leave a comment. Let me check my stats again and see how many views overall, if they'll tell me. Let's see how many subs I got real quick. Because I'll never check this shit. I'm going to just tell you right. I'm going to tell y'all right off the bat. Okay, so now I got 6,000 plus subscribers. And y'all, can y'all believe I done did 1,800 videos? That is good, huh? Yeah, when I first came on here, I was doing them, you know, the Dollar Tree hauls. I was doing them a lot. I was monetized too. Then I started slowing down and stuff. And so then they changed the monetization thing and I couldn't meet the requirements. So shit, when they took the monetization away, my ass stopped doing videos every single week. I started doing videos maybe once every 2 weeks. It was weird. Or one per month. It was just weird. I just didn't do them consistently and stuff. And then, like I said, I didn't start doing lives until like October or November 2022. So yeah, I just started doing these lives. But the hauls and stuff, I've been doing those for the longest. And then these other videos, I just started doing all those too. And the reaction videos, I just started doing those this year, along with the moving blogs. So I think I'm doing pretty good, you know, considering that I just started doing lives a couple of years ago, you know, and consistently I just started doing lives about 1.5 years ago. Like, I think right before the Diddy stuff started, because I started covering Diddy stuff way back in 2023 when it first started. All right. So there you go. So thank you guys again for giving me all these views and, you know, all the subs, you know, and everything and your support. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. All right. So let's go ahead and put these banners up here and get ready to get out of here. My ass, you can tell when I get tired, I start talking crazy. So let's put this up here, y'all. Thanks for checking me out. Okay, like always. And then we're going to put this up there. And then we are going to take all of these down and get out of here and put this music on. Let me mute this real quick and we are getting ready to get out of here. Y'all check out this video though. Y'all know y'all can, this music, y'all can play it. Y'all can download it if you want to. I don't give a shit. Everybody who he messes with need to download that song and play it on their channels for real so you can stop. Because I'm like this. If somebody did something to you illegal, take them to court. Okay? It always works if you got a real case. All right? All right, y'all. With that being said, good night and happy and blessed Friday. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.
I'm the dog. Don't know nothing. Yeah, it's real clear now. Yeah, Micah say I'm the dog, but you bark for clout. Tail wagging on live, just running your mouth. I don't know nothing. Yeah, that much true. Brain offline every time you hit new. Trying to act slick, but you goofy as hell. Got slogans on loop like a broken spell. Repetitive content, you say it with pride. But bro, no bark, no bite, just hide. You the dog, more like a flea. Jump on trends, then beg for a seat. I don't know nothing. Clearly, bruh, that's your whole brand and your whole shtick, huh? Dog with a mic, but no real sound. Loud online, but quiet when found. Your subs just scroll, your views decay. Whole channel look like a throwaway. Micah in the vids like, look at me cook. But it's burnt ass takes and recycled hooks. Trying to be funny, but it's awkward and dry. That dog act tired, go lay down and cry. You make 10 vids off one small clip, stretch nothing for minutes, man, that ain't it. You say I'm the dog, yeah, mud on a leash. Pacing in circles, praying for peace. I don't know nothing, facts that's deep. Every upload feels like a low effort leap. Clickbait king with no real throne. Live stream talk, but dead when alone. Merch weak, bars weaker. Talk like a beast, but your ego cheaper. Say less, post less, do more, doubt it. Micah, we laugh, now we clowning around it. So keep barking, dog, but this ain't your yard. You bit off more than your weak rep can guard. Next time you stream, say it with your chest. I don't know nothing, yeah, we guessed. Game over. Yeah, we guessed. Yeah. Micah in the viz. New bird, little bird, then you weaker. You next time you stream, say it with your chest. I don't know nothing. Yeah, we guessed. Game over. Yeah. You the dog, more like the flea. Jump on trends, then beg for a seat. I don't know nothing. Clearly, bro, that's your whole brand and your whole shtick. Dog with a mic, but no real sound. Loud online, but quiet when found. Your subs just scroll, your views decay. Whole channel look like a throwaway. My God in the viv. The grind, your grind, and your weak rap. Yeah. Next time you stream, say it with your chest. I don't know nothing. Yeah, we guessed. I'm the dog. Micah, you soft, like your weak little takes. Built a whole channel on rumors and fakes. Talking like you real, but you never outside. Just a dude with a mic and too much pride. You don't pull receipts, you pull lies for views. Cloud chasing rat trying to be the news. You ain't got facts, you just edit and snitch. Built like a troll with a gossip itch. You a clown with a clip, not a king with a throne. Throwing shade from your crib but can't stand alone. Always in drama like that's your brand. Micah real talk, no one's a fan. Every vid the same, just a different name. Running your mouth for clicks, that's lame. Trying to act smart but you take so slow. You ain't woke, just desperate for the algo. You expose what ain't nobody shook. You leech off stories like a washed up crook. Boring voice, weak edits, dead flow. Your vids hit YouTube and flatline slow. Receipts, where that title's a joke. Your whole page trash, go delete, go ghost. Talking on folks like you know they biz when your whole personality's mid. Yeah, get a life, get off that screen. You ain't built for this, you just mean.